Hello there, and welcome back to our tweaked Star Wars Saga Edition campaign, this time going into the Masquerade.
Anyway,
I'll stop and start again just because that was another side
Look at that.
tangent.
Good on us being sidetracked.
well, it's a good thing because we didn't do anything important. All right, let's dive in.
That's how it goes.
But for real this time.
For real this time.
This time we'll actually start. It's ironic. We get on an hour early and we're almost an hour late in starting.
You know.
We just end up talking on side tangents.
Okay.
However, after the perils on Naboo, the Jedi have found their way back to Coruscant and reflecting on what's occurred and their own paths in the Force. Presumably, I would say Jaren has gone off and done some side missions with his master, and they've been working on things together. Whereas Supe, because of the nature of Jedi Master and Blyer, has been left at the temple for introspections and guidance, because a lot of what she deals with as a Grey Paladin is involved in the underworld and dark side temptations. And so while you may have gone on one or two little excursions with her, she wants to make sure that you're ready to confront the dark side and not be tempted. Meanwhile, Annep's been doing her thing. I don't know if you thought of a particular thing that she would have been doing in the interim time, apart from, of course, getting the follower that you got.
Yeah, so Inup picked up the follower. I don't remember the follower's name. Who's the follower?
It's eleventh Warren.
Yeah,
But,
Galavanta, the Galavanta Warren.
We'll introduce her when you guys meet up again, because I would say Annep and the Jedi are separate again at the moment.
Yeah, and so Inup also gets that cloak made.
Yeah, the Veermok pelt, yeah.
Yeah, the Veermok hide
that
cloak,
was sitting in Ronaldo's inventory, and we forgot about it because that's what I was looking for.
You have a mechanic with you.
I do have a mechanic with me, yes.
Okay, so you got a
and that became an influencer.
I became what?
Influencer, and it became an influencer for all of those followers.
She is an ambassador, so she's good at influencing people, winning friends and influencing people.
Oh, and we set up like that Ryloth like enclave on Naboo, and I assume Inup has been like going around back and forth. She's probably not been on Coruscant this whole time. But she's probably like acting as liaison between like that place and like Ryloth and stuff like that, kind of bouncing around.
Yeah, while someone else is sort of leading the settlement, Annep's been keeping tabs on it, making sure it goes smoothly and all that.
Yeah, and then I'm working with like the senators here on like what planet we're gonna try and like put another colony on.
Yeah, all that good stuff. So, let me read this first before I say too much.
Okay. Basically, Inup has been playing episode 2. I've just doing politics.
Yes. She's definitely brave enough for politics.
We don't need to play those out.
This is the interim stuff that's not going to be the playing out all of the politics.
The stuff that shouldn't be on screen, George Lucas.
So this is how Liberty dies. So, Jaren, recently you've been getting dreams of a young female Bothan in danger.
Okay.
And it's a force vision.
Nice.
That's the
Okay, so we're
vision.
really diving into the consular aspects here now.
Yeah,
Okay.
we gotta love those consular aspects because that's where your pathway is for Jaren.
Yep.
And
Dreaming about females.
Dreaming
Bonk. Bonk.
especially young female Bothans.
Well, you know, they're young characters too. It's okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like, how old did I make Jaren?
Yeah, how young?
Like a kid.
Oh, okay. Okay, no, that's not good.
But it's a force
I thought it was
vision
gonna
and
be
she's in
bad.
danger. And which way around would this be? Anep, you've heard of a data chip that has important information possibly connected to slavery, possibly connected to
Which
something
would
to
be-
do with the Trade Federation, as well
Where
as
did
the
Age get moved to?
you don't know
Oh, okay, down here.
exactly
Okay,
what's on the
it's in
chip
the
at the
notes.
moment, but yeah, it's in the notes.
Okay. It's okay.
As long as I know where it is, like I need to know how old my character. I need to remember how old my character is.
Yeah, that's a good thing to make sure to remember.
Is that an intelligence officer?
Honestly, that's a potential plan by the time we get to the Clone Wars.
Mhm.
Yes.
So,
I mean,
via,
right now she's just an ambassador.
what's his name?
Ambassador.
I keep looking. I keep thinking of On Fritar, but it's the other one.
The
Cabrina or something.
Hang on.
Kafrina.
It's some random one. Yeah,
Cabrina.
Chomfrey Car. That's just... So he's informed Chomfrey Car, the one that you generally talk to, the main senator that you've talked to with the delegation, and then was looking into some of the stuff on the side to have a look. Said that there may be potential information in connection with Elwes Bontra.
Elois Bondra.
Who is, you would be aware of him in looking for information. He's a Bothan businessman. And a small part of his business deals with information, but he also deals in other things.
A Bothan spy, who would have guessed?
As part of hearing about this data chip that you hear that he has, you also hear that. Where's the information? It's on a separate page. The Jedi Council would have received them. So, get my information
so
straight.
Orn Frita had 2 co-senators.
Yes.
That's ridiculous.
Well,
Like the Gallus sector isn't that big.
Hey,
nobody trusts Twi'leks, especially other Twi'leks.
so
That's fair.
through this information network, Annette probably would have heard that he tried to keep it under wraps, but 2 weeks ago, the daughter of Elwes Bontra was kidnapped and taken.
Okay.
And then there's a new... that would be probably enough to go, maybe I can save his daughter and get the data chip. The
Okay.
Jedi...
Does he have the data chip?
Yeah, he does.
Okay, so I want to get the data chip from him.
Yeah. Whereas
Right.
the Jedi, you informed the council about this, Jaren, and not long after, you, and because of you being the party super, along with your masters or something, by the Jedi Council, and they have received a message, and they've been informed, and they've of a message that went to the Bontra residence on Coruscant last week, stating that the kidnappers were ready to make an exchange. His daughter's name is Janellen Bontra, and they would want to exchange her for a case of 1,000 cred sticks, each worth 2,000 dataries. The exchange would take place on Bontra's luxury yacht, the Masquerade, which is scheduled to be in orbit above the swirling gas giant Yorubant.
You mentioned this adventure last time we played.
Yes, because I'm like, maybe that would be the one that would work.
Right.
Yeah, you're like, oh, that would be fun.
Yeah, and this, and it is fun. A planet located just outside the borders of Hutt space. And so the Masters decide to entrust the Padawans with this mission again, after some time of self-improvement and reflection on the previous adventure, to test you. And for a solo mission, to possibly prove yourselves as a part of the trials for becoming a Jedi Knight.
Mm-hmm.
Can you imagine being like a wealthy businessman and you need help from the Jedi, and they're like, "Yeah, we're just gonna send these 2 Padawans. This is like their trials. Like, I hope they don't screw up."
It's fine.
I mean, we're kind of
They don't tell them that.
clearly they trust us enough. I mean,
Oh, they trust
You
you
know
You know what I
enough.
mean? Though it's like my daughter's been kidnapped. I'm an important information broker. We'll just send a couple of Jedi Padawans. It'll be fine.
Well,
Probably.
You're
theoretically,
almost right.
also Ram Kek's there and whatever, but because Morgan's not here.
Still, it doesn't matter. Send a whole gaggle of Padawans. It's still Padawans. I would be upset if I was this dude.
well, he doesn't have to know,
He doesn't have to know
Yeah.
that you're Padawans.
and there's nothing in the Jedi Code that says we can't lie.
Huh. True.
I mean, people said interns all the time. It's fine.
Would Anep have contacted the Jedi Council about anything to do with the hearing about the
Yeah, that makes
kidnapping of the
sense.
kid? So then in that way you guys meet up and you would be all devising the plan to what you're gonna do on the Masquerade to help find this kid. So at this point, the whole thing, of course, the ship is aptly named. It's a masquerade party. So you get to choose your respective costumes
Do we
alongside
have, like,
other preparations necessary for the event.
does it give
Weapons
us a
are
list of,
allowed
like,
on the ship.
costumes?
It's free reign. I can give you some
Ooh,
examples of
fun.
some of the other costumes if you're interested. But weapons are allowed on the ship, but Bontra would very much prefer that the heroes recover his daughter without putting the anonymity of his guests or their lives in jeopardy.
Of course.
I'll just set my blaster to stun.
And
Duh.
you are given earpieces through which you can receive information from Bontra throughout the
Do we have
time.
any, do we have any glow rods?
Do you?
What?
Do you already have
Like-
glow rods?
Yeah, like what are those like light bulbs from the glow rods or whatever?
You
It's
already
like,
have glow
that's-
rods. I'm looking at your equipment now.
I was gonna say,
You have a
don't
glow
I
rod.
have them already?
Oh,
Like, I don't have any, but that's because I
No,
didn't buy
Supe
any.
has one.
Oh, I do have some. I do have
Oh,
a
nice.
glow rod.
That's nice.
Actually, I should see about buying something new relatively soon.
The communication is a one-way earpiece for your
I'm
information.
gonna leave my Gungan shield though. I'm not gonna make use of that.
Ooh, a bold move.
This is
I
a
don't-
party, right?
If
Like,
it's a
use it
party,
for-
yeah. So I don't think that would work. I don't think we could take the freaking shield with us. It's like massive.
But I could.
All right.
But
They
I could
fold
use
up,
Oh, it's
the-
true.
and
My
assuming
my brain is thinking of a real shield.
right,
Right.
they fold up, like, but at the same time, I don't think it's a good idea to carry it right now.
You mean a glow rod?
No,
The Gungan shield.
the Gungan shield. Of course, in your case, you could
So-
carry like eight additional things.
Also,
and no
this
one would
is
notice.
the first time you guys are meeting together in preparation for this after a certain amount of time. So any role playing you want to do there
So,
is
I
good
mean, I'll
too.
just I'll kind of hide my med pack inside of something. I don't know what I'm gonna do with my lightsaber. I'll figure something
I'm
out
just
for
gonna-
that.
I'm gonna replace the handle of the glow rod with my lightsaber and then pretend, hey, it's my glow rod. I'm here to party. If that makes sense.
Sort of like how, sort of like when Corrin disguised his lightsaber as a hydro spanner,
Yes.
Yeah.
a very large hydro spanner.
And
I
it can
mean-
work.
I mean, it's not like I mean, it just seems like a kind of a big hydro spanner to keep on your belt, but
This will be a chunky glow rod then, if you
Right.
can pull it off. So you know what we gotta try and do, don't you?
Mechanics,
Mhm.
survival.
Yeah, mechanics to try and make it look right.
I just so happen to have a mechanic that works for me.
God
That's
damn it.
true.
I don't have any followers. I'm too crazy to have a follower.
You have force powers.
You don't need a follower.
Yeah, I don't know if you would have brought Elevanta with you for the preparation stage or what, and you can decide.
Yeah.
Um,
And would you have brought TC11? That's the other question.
Yeah. 22, wow. So
Nice.
this glow rod looks like he changes it and then he turns around and then you're like, well, that looks a lot like a glow rod. Like, I wouldn't know if that was a lightsaber if he didn't just announce that he was going to do that.
I mean, if I didn't know that what your lightsaber looked like, I would assume this was a glow rod. Good job. I really do. So, like, this is a masquerade, you said?
Yes.
Is this like a this is like a this is like a TOF party, right? Like an upper class kind of thing.
Yes, upper class.
Okay.
Other so if you wanted references, so other people are dressing as other species amongst
That's
even some of them are going to be dressed as important public figures.
This almost sounds like an event on Sojourn, which technically we've only heard rumors of, but metagaming, this sounds like something that would happen on Sojourn. Which I don't think we know where Sojourn is. Still,
Probably not.
they never said where Sojourn was. Like they just
Is
like
this a formal party?
they imply that it's not far from Munilis, but that it's not close either.
And it's also a moon, so
Yeah,
there we go.
right. We just don't know of what planet.
So, you guys would have met. I assume Supe has some new cybernetic arms now. What? Arm and then
right.
half of a hand, half of an arm. So,
Great to remind me.
No,
Yeah, you
it's
gotta
just
you gotta
it's a
put your
big
mechanical
development.
arms in.
The last time you saw each other, you didn't have them. You had stumps.
Right. You had an arm with that ended just before wrist, and
Yeah.
a
And the
stub
other
where one arm was.
Yeah.
Damn it.
I mean, right now, Jaren, like in his everyday look, is pretty much still looking like this right now.
But you do have that scar on your face.
Right, that's the only real update.
Which is
But that's not important right now.
I don't think you've put the new pictures on either, but that doesn't matter.
Well, I sent you a link. I didn't take any pictures.
I haven't screenshotted and updated the pictures yet or whatever. I'll do that next time.
No, it's not important yet.
No.
I'm currently making an outfit for Enap.
And yeah, you're just trying to focus on the mission to move past the PTSD of seeing Super again.
Real.
So, are we gonna go formal on this one?
I would say somewhat.
Good. That's good.
So Anep would know that while Elvis Bonchar deals a small part in information, that he also deals in many other different types of underworld goods. For reference of the sort of type of masquerade party this is. It's a lot of people can deal and trade with anonymity.
Scum.
What are we gonna do? Are we gonna costume up on this one?
Well, I'm costuming up right now.
Right.
Gonna pull away. Or does it include masks? Oh, it is a masquerade.
Yeah, I'm putting the
in
mask on
theory,
Enap.
you should be wearing a mask.
So
in my case, dressing up as another species is kind of awkward.
I'm not dressing as another. Well, I guess I technically.
Oh wait, I could go as
like you wouldn't be able to place dressing up as another species.
I mean, Enep could go as either a Togruta or a what is Masameda's species? I'm blanking for some reason.
Chagarian or Chagorian.
Chagrian, I think.
Chagrian, yeah, that one. Yeah, which I could technically just make myself up to look like Masameda. I could do that. That would be funny, actually. Actually, I'm gonna do that.
Yeah, because it said that they were dressing as political people.
Right, I'm totally gonna do that. Masameda is like, he's a vice chancellor for a very long time. He's vice chancellor for like 15 years.
Almost a bit sus there.
Well, so like 14 or 15, because he becomes vice chancellor about a year before about a year before the events of episode 1. And he's vice chancellor all the way up to the establishment of the empire. That's a long time. Of course, at this point in time, he's only been vice chancellor for a year or two. So.
Yeah. We got Masquerade.
Yeah, I'll dress up as Masameda. That'll be fun.
I'll dress up as this. I'm trying to find a picture. God damn it.
I think this is something that you realistically know about in character.
Right. I'm just trying to think of like what would work well for good for good senatorial garb.
And just put a little note in the chat, and I'll edit that with everyone else's costumes.
I'm gonna go as the tribal kitchen head.
The what?
Tribal kitchen head. The one that leads the kitchen.
So Gourmanda.
So, a chef.
Yes. But it's sort of like his tribe in the planet or something.
Oh, so this is new Gourmanda species law. So there's tribes on the planet of cooking-centric clans that have heads of the clans are the ones that lead the kitchens.
I mean, that makes sense, I think, because food is...
So, please describe what the heads of the clans, the head chefs, wear.
The finest aprons that that you could put on any type of clothes.
Right.
It also has to be ornate, with whatever is important to the person has to be on that one. Well, like a flag symbol thing.
Wait, so Supe thought the plants were going to be important to him, so that's why he was trying to strap them to himself, so that when he comes back, he could be adorned with the bling of the plant, because that was important to him.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So I'm just imagining that there's a lot of kleptomaniacs on this planet.
What? What do you mean captivate? Like, whatever would you use the other two arms for?
So how does it disguise you?
Gotta, comb the hair, all formal, the like slick back or what a comb back, those fancy ones, and then apron with a symbol of a plant because that's what is the important thing of his life, and then the dark side plant. So and what do men wear for fancy parties in Star Wars?
Really, you can make up anything because there will be different cultures with different planets, and this is a completely unwritten culture for unwritten about planet.
Okay, I guess that's fair. What about I can't think of anything. I'm running out of words.
So what I'm mainly thinking is, like, how are you gonna sort of disguise your face? Because that's the whole thing of, like, anonymity at this party is hiding your identity, and if your face is out in the open, then that would be pretty
What about
obvious.
a visor? Or like a Cyclops visor? A Cyclops visor.
All
That
right.
counts as a mask, right?
Yeah, you know
Yeah.
what? Even better, hide 2 of your arms and go as a Miraluka.
I
Yes.
think I'll
Put
it'd be long
like a headdress over your eyes.
I don't think the Miraluka necessarily have to have the headdress, so you could be like dressed up as the chef, but then you
Well,
have
like-
the visor on and you paint your skin to
Right,
look like a Miraluka.
Miraluka could have headdresses, visors of various kinds, just something to kind of just hide the fact that they don't have eyes.
I guess that would work, wouldn't it?
Hmm.
A headdress type of thing. Like sort of like what was it? What was it looking for? Yeah, you know, can it be just a hoodie? And it just put it over the head.
So, are you still on the head chef idea as well?
I mean, yeah, like put it. It's gotta
So
put it over
this
the.
head chef wears a hoodie. What a culture.
Can I just go with? Can I just go instead with a Cyclops visor type thing?
Yeah. So are you gonna go with the Miraluka idea or not?
That was just a suggestion, by the
Yeah.
way.
You mean
Yeah.
this one? I think that,
It's like an idea that you could do or could not do.
I mean, like that one. Like that
That
would
could
work.
work.
Yeah, but you don't like they have various ways of hiding their eyes like that. So it's really up to whatever style you want.
What about a see-through one? Like a see-through cloth beneath that one?
Right,
Or
because you're not that good at the Force yet.
yeah, like you could just see
You can
enough. They
you
could
can
see
make it like a visor that you can see through, but others can't see in. That's easy.
yeah, like, kind of like that. If that makes question mark.
Because you were saying like the Cyclops visor, that's easy.
Yeah, like,
go with that. And it just covers most of your face so that it obscures any visual recognition for the most part. Because even Sidious left his chin in the hologram, so.
All right. So, would anyone be upset if the character that I am pretending to be is from the Tarkin novel?
I mean, you could
No.
work.
I
don't have no problem with that.
wouldn't know who it is.
Well, okay. So,
Ooh, that works even
no,
better.
you wouldn't, because this character was only in this novel. But it's whatever. So,
Oh, is it?
I am. I mean, obviously, Inept can't have like a wig to look like a human, because the head tails are kind of a thing. But there is a human female pirate queen, essentially, who was the leader of the Sinex Juvex pirate group called Kanaz Marauders. It's Qanah. Um,
Oh no, oh no.
so she's masquerading as a pirate.
I would say
Sounds fitting.
specifically the Canard don't exist in the EU. Because that's only in there, isn't it? I know they're mentioned in the Thrawn books too, that Zahn's written for the new canon. So I'd say for wider things, they probably don't exist in the EU. But you can still just like pretend to be a pirate and whatever.
Well, then let me keep looking.
I'm just looking like if it was only in Tarkin, then maybe. But if it's in a couple of other things, I'm like, eh.
I mean, it originated in Tarkin.
Just. I'm also not, like, as far as for YouTube and whatever, I'm like, well, I want to keep it fairly pure EU as best we can. Because plenty of others can do mixed canon and new canon type campaigns. But EU-centric ones I haven't seen.
That's fine, but I'm not looking
So-
up for a specific pirate now because there's too many to go through. So it's
Well,
whatever.
you also don't have to be a specific person. You could just go, oh, I'm going to dress up as a pirate.
Yeah, I was just trying to go with the theme of dressing up as important people.
Fair
You
enough.
could just go as the famous pirate.
I mean, there's plenty that aren't dressed up as important people. I just mentioned that because some of it's just going to be really fun, and I've had a big laugh at it.
Right. Well, and I just think it's worth making fun of Masameda, which is why I'm doing it.
I mean, that's fair.
There was the pirate Jacques Taru. Isn't he a pirate from the Outer Rim?
All right, there you go, Cal.
Oh, you've even got a whole thing of it.
It's just done. It's done.
It's
Made
done.
it already.
Nice.
Oh wow, nice.
It's loading. I'm gonna show. It's loading the tab.
This is a British red coat, isn't it?
That's very cool.
I thought it was
Nice.
a British red coat. Like one of those Civil War British thing.
She does kind of look like a British officer during the Revolution, but
Nice. And now she's gonna be in Phantom of the Opera. Yeah.
well, I had to have a Masquerade mask. Come on,
Of course. Of course. Why wouldn't you? So, is there anything else before we send you there?
Do we get some equipments?
You can sort out your own equipment if you want to get some specific equipment or make any other preparations before you go.
I don't know if I should bring. Can I bring both my mechanic and my droid, or is that a bad idea?
You can.
I personally would not recommend taking both, but
The droid
I
might.
wonder.
Go ahead.
The droid TC might not be very useful.
I was just thinking. I wonder if I could make TC as a pirate. That would be hilarious.
Oh yeah. Okay. Yes.
Put
me
an
see
eye
if I can
patch
do
on his
this.
eye.
Let me see if I can get him to look like a pirate. We're going to rename this as TC11 Masquerade.
I'm still on the tail end of a cough, by the way. That's why I cough a little bit.
Yeah, I've still got a little bit of something myself. I'm mostly over it, but
Yeah.
Are you
I-
still coughing?
I'm still a bit. It's a lingering cough. The rest seems to have cleared out, which is good.
Oh my god, this is gonna work.
Should I be concerned?
Yes.
No, I'm just laughing and picturing.
Because the TC11 model is just like a naked model, so we're just adding to it.
Because that's so different from the 3PO model.
I just meant like the one that we made on Hero Forge.
Mm-hmm.
It works perfectly for putting any accessories on them for when you modify them further.
Mm-hmm. I'm trying to figure out what would be... Yeah, that's it. That's right there.
The main irk I have with some of these adventures is that they don't give any assets to use with them. So I just have to find stuff to put in place of maps and things especially. And trying to figure out what they mean by like small cargo shuttle.
I was trying to look at last night, like what counts as small in Star Wars, because that's varied by era, right?
Yeah, that's fair.
But also, I guess would always be a general understanding. Like, I think the YT 1300s are classed as medium stock freighters. And that sort of thing. I guess Alavanta is there.
Oh, is she?
Unless you told her to wait somewhere.
That's fair.
Like, I guess you want to use Alavanta since you just got her.
To try and, like, test this thing out, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, it is raining here.
Ooh, can I put a, like, hair on him? Like a
That'd be
wig?
hilarious.
Hair.
While he's sorting that out, Jaren and Supe, do you want to discuss sort of how you as Jedi will approach this mission?
Are they looking for Jedi's?
No. They wouldn't be looking for us.
But
this is
wouldn't
they? They're doing a it's a ransom situation, right?
Yeah.
So yeah. Like what are the demands?
Like, the demands that you're aware of is that they wanted 1,000 cred sticks, which are each worth 2,000 dataries. So that would be a heap of money, basically. Let me check that. Yeah, it'll be 2 million credits.
Okay.
That was their demands.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I missed one piece of information is the Hutts who would normally claim gleeful responsibility for such an act deny any knowledge of the whereabouts of Janelle and Bontra. They have gone so far as to say that when and if a bounty is offered for her return, they wish to be notified so they can send their own teams out to find her. And while Elvis is ready to hire anyone and everyone who might possibly be able to find his daughter, he's loath to deal with the Hutts. As most people are.
Yeah, understandable.
So, do we go from the entrance or, just sneak? Or,
So that you understand the premise of you'll be going as party goers and try and find information amongst the people at the party. Unless you want to do something completely unorthodox.
are you planning something?
Well, you always tend to have some creative ideas, so I'm open to it, as long as people agree.
I'm gonna need some input from the others on that one first.
Well, it depends what your idea is, really, probably.
Try to persuade people. They're like, do you know about something? That's my plan.
Do you know about
That's it.
something?
Oh, that's specific, but like,
Everyone there would know about something, but they may not know the something that you're wanting to hear.
They all know everything.
And also, if it's a trade of information, sure, they know something, but you might need to pay for it.
I guess I need to be specific.
That would be helpful.
It might just be a good idea.
I don't know, man. Being specific would make you kind of sus, though, wouldn't it?
Not necessarily.
Depends on what you're asking. We still don't know what you're asking.
The best who's around these parts. Partner.
Partner. All right.
That doesn't
We
check
are
it.
Whoops.
we're in the space Wild West now.
Honkai Star Rail recently added a cowboy character in the sci-fi
Nice.
setting. It's pretty fun.
Okay.
And you've got your glow rod lightsaber.
Yes.
Is that just gonna be
Yes.
on your belt?
I'm just gonna wave it around like.
Oh my god.
Why? Does that seem strange?
Not
No
for
problem.
you. Not for
Nope.
It is a party, though, isn't it?
It's a highbrow party.
Well, that's what highbrow in Gormanda is.
Alright, so nobody's gonna tell him any different. Alright.
I am busy accessorizing my droid.
So, and while you understand your culture, oh boy, Jonathan A is mass and meta.
Does that make us more suspicious because one is Mazameda?
No, it's a masquerade party.
That stuff looks pretty cool.
Right. That's why I chose it. I thought it was the best one.
Nice.
Yeah.
I love how we can just make it happen. When you choose the costumes, you can just make it happen.
Right. That's the great thing about Hero Forge.
Yeah. Not sponsored
Oh, yeah.
at all. Not sponsored.
But if they wanted to.
Hey. We're here.
Um, again, I just can't seem to get it right, I think.
I'm almost done accessorizing my droid for the costume party.
Nice.
Where's the arms located?
I would imagine that the cybernetics look similar to like how Anakin's looked. It wasn't anything fancy, just basic cybernetics to replace your limbs.
Yeah, just basic ones. Wait. What do you? What type of fancy cybernetics would one even have? Yeah, you're telling me.
Well,
You're
for
telling me
now,
that there's more advanced ones.
Just from knowing the law, yeah. I don't think they
I
allow
thought
for
that's
that
all.
in the rule book, but there would be more. Like, especially if you go, okay, let's put like a blaster attachment in the arms, so you always have like a blaster that can pop out and shoot people.
I mean, I would do that.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or
If
a
I were
storage
you.
compartment in your arm where you could conceal your lightsaber inside for undercover missions and stuff like that.
All right, guys, be prepared to see our good friend TC11.
Oh boy.
Did you give him a beard?
No, that's hair.
Why does he have a sword?
Oh yeah, I forgot he was purple.
He is purple.
Because I hadn't updated the image on his character sheet.
Okay, why does he have a sword?
He's a pirate. He's not actually going to use it. He's
It's a
protocol droid, it's just
ceremonial
there.
sword.
Yeah, it's just
And
there.
just remember that his arms will always be up at that angle because he's a droid.
Yeah, that's why I picked that pose, because it's like the most droid-looking pose ever.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's so good.
All right, so I am taking the Alavanta, so I guess I now need to give her an outfit.
It's just gonna be a whole group of pirates.
Yes, it's the theme. Come on now.
Oh, okay. It was just the... Okay, so now I'm looking at the actual image. This makes more sense now.
Oh boy.
There's
See,
Alavanta.
this is like, I don't know how many sessions this will be because I don't know how long it'll take you to sort out costumes.
Well, right.
Save as Alavanta Warren.
You almost can't tell that he's a droid.
I know, it's great.
Oh, this is great. I love it. Looks great. Yeah.
All right, so
So Masumeda, a couple of pirates, and a chef of mixed heritage walk into a bar.
So
Yeah.
is Amira Lucan that nobody would know because it's so obscure that he's wearing the ceremonial head chief / clan leader garb of a gourmand or commander species.
Where do I find one of those headdress type of thing? I can't even look at it.
I don't know.
I don't know if you'd find necessarily anything like that in Hero Forge. You might have to look at a mask with a hood, like just do like a hood and a mask. If you want anything like that headdress.
I'm also imagining that you got a tool chef's hat.
That'd be even better.
Can I just okay? The hair should be visible. Do I have any blindfold in this one?
See what works.
Don't have any
We're going to a
blindfold.
costume party.
Confused what in the background?
Yeah, she can come too.
Okay, there we go. I found the blindfold.
Kinda.
The visor. It was a visor, right? I forgot the details.
Yeah, saying
So, do you remember the blue guy in the prequels? It's got like the two big horns and like the really.
Are you helping?
That guy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can say congratulations to your wife now too.
Is Cassie helping?
Of course.
He gets to come too.
Well, yeah, he's a cat. Cats always come everywhere.
Out of context quotes.
My wife was asking if our cat can join us.
Oh yeah, of course.
He's in the room with me. He tends to be in here when I'm doing this.
So we'll just have a Cathar NPC controlled by the cat.
And he'll randomly disappear.
Yeah.
I actually have a Cathar. Random. I have a random Cathar character that I created a while back.
Nice. I'm just gonna shift the marker over to where we are.
Yeah, there's the marker.
For Yori Bunt.
Where's the pouches again, or whatever?
No, it's been a while since I actually looked at modifying stuff on Hero Forge.
Like the pouches and all those things. I keep on confusing it.
And I would imagine that like you're getting into costume not too long before you get there. And all of that stuff.
All right.
Can we bring things?
Like what?
Frying pan.
I mean, you
I
are
don't
dressing
see why
up as
not.
a chef. So like, it would kind of make sense for you to have like a frying pan or a whisk or or something.
I would imagine that you would have like little holsters that you hook the handles through, or loops that you hook the handles through, so you're not having to hold on to them all the time. So it'd be part of the costume.
Is it really part of the costume if it is the costume?
Well,
If it's like if you the
the
get up,
costume is whatever you want to make it, really, because Gormana's species culture has never been written, and you're making it up as you go. I was just thinking of, like, to keep your hands free in case anything happens other than you're waving a glow rod around. Would be a thing of... You would have little loops that you keep the whisk in the...
You might
Frying
actually be
pan.
better off trying to disguise your lightsaber as a cooking tool.
it is a
As a-
glow rod.
I mean, I know.
Don't
I'm
you know
just saying.
Super is unconventional?
I know.
You're messing with his mojo, man.
I'm just making comments.
Yeah.
It's what I
Where did
do.
get the... God damn it, I'm still confused. Hands. Where the hell is the hands? Oh, there it is.
Is there any
I gotta
other
make that-
preparations that you guys want to make while you're fiddling with Hero Forge?
Okay, so we're working off of. So we're trying to rescue.
Yeah,
We're not paying the ransom, right?
No, you know,
Okay.
unless you decide to try to.
Right. Okay. So
Do we have the money or no?
Oh. I guess that would sort of be decided before you head off, but Bontra has asked you to save her without paying the money, so... no.
Right. That would be my assumption, and so I would assume we're not paying. The plan is not to pay the ransom.
The Republic doesn't negotiate with terrorists.
Right. Right. So the goal is to save this girl and bring her back to her father.
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, we're in the context of these are Bothans.
Yeah.
Which is saying quite a lot that he doesn't want us to spend money on his daughter.
Well, he goes, well, you're Jedi, you can do it.
That's fair. Okay. So we do have to come up with, like... I mean, obviously the kidnapper... The kidnappers are not going to be at this party because the father is hosting this, right? This party that we're going
The father's
to.
hosting it, but there's all sorts of people that go there, so the likelihood is that someone connected to the
Okay, so someone
abduction will
connected
be
to...
there.
Okay. I mean that makes sense. Keep tabs on him. Okay. All right. We can work from that. Okay, so we have to figure out what our goal for this party is going to be. I mean, I'm guessing we want to make it so that we can kind of gain whatever information or glean what information we can get from whoever.
But do we have any clue as to who?
Not really, no.
You don't know yet, no. I've given
No,
you
we're
all
trying
the
to figure-
information now.
I believe the goal is to figure out who.
Here is Alavanta the Galavanta.
Okay. Just a bunch
There we
of
go.
pirates here.
Oh, it's got tattoos on her back.
Yep.
Nice. You're color coordinated too.
Indeed, we are.
Well, they're supposed to. It's a group costume.
Yeah, it's me
Yeah.
and my pirate. It's me and my pirate crew.
Right.
Yeah.
I mean, she's clearly the captain.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've
You
got the
know.
the fancy
Tri-corner hat and
Yeah.
all
All
that.
that good stuff. I'll be back in a moment. I just
Okay.
need to go.
Okay, so I'm gonna look at your picture now here, Jax.
Okay.
I've not actually looked at it. I've been locked
Hey,
in.
you're fine. Hey, I had one character. You had 3.
True. I like
But also,
it.
once I determined what I was going for, I just had to figure out something that made sense.
Yeah. That looks really cool.
Hmm.
I can't even figure out what my damn costume is.
Well, okay, you don't have to include the Mira Luca look. It was just a suggestion.
Yeah, I'm fine, but I like it. I like it. It's like a
Okay.
blindfold type of thing.
All right.
Not that I deny it or something.
Hmm. All right. I'm just saying, like, you didn't have to go there.
I guess this looks chefy enough.
As long as you are okay with.
Yeah, it's your character.
I'm back
Yeah, it
now.
looks chefy enough. I just need to add the salt effects. If there's any salt effects.
His Salt Bay. His Salt Bay.
What effects? Bruh.
You salty, bro.
Ah,
You salty.
It fits. Hold on. Let me just show you if I could.
I now kind of want to come up with lore about like what pirates I actually am.
Potential future antagonists.
I don't know.
So once the Jedi get killed in Order 66, Enoch turns into a pirate? Is that it?
I mean, maybe. You never know what's gonna happen.
Mm. You never know.
Enoch secretly started the Cavalry Pirates.
Because it's like Rogue Squadron. You'd never expect them to just resign and then become pirates.
Yeah.
Okay,
Spoilers
but after
for the
they
books, but there you go.
succeeded, the New Republic demanded they return.
Yeah, well, they would. Who wouldn't want Rogue Squadron under their control?
How do you screenshot this thing again?
You stay nice, or you certainly wanted them under her control.
Mm.
Open image in new tab. Oh no, that's not it. How the hell do I? You know what? Can I just screenshot
Can I
the
share it? Can I share it?
You
to
can
us?
share the link.
It's on
I'll
the
share the
sharing
link.
now?
left-hand
see
side
it.
of the menu.
I missed it.
It's a big old thing that says share.
I missed it because I'm
Big old thing.
okay. You know what? That looks chefy enough. I'm just gonna go with that one.
Ooh.
I went on, something. That looks chefy enough.
It's still,
If you,
that's your glow rod lightsaber, I guess.
Yep.
I think that does look chefy.
Yeah, that does look pretty chefy.
You look like a
It
sci-fi McDonald's chef.
And I love how you have the actual little details of
Description.
where the cybernetics start and the parts of the arms.
It even has the. I tried to do that Italian salt meme thing.
Oh, okay. That's
Oh, Salt Bay with the
I get
pinching.
I get it. Yeah, okay, that makes sense now.
It reminds me of one of those like ancient Egyptian god things with multiple arms or whatever. Or Aztecs or whatever.
Looks like no, looks like Indian, like
Oh yeah,
like Vishnu
makes
or
sense.
something. One of those.
Yeah. That makes
How would
sense.
I figure out it look?
You should put like food in his bottom hands.
Oh, yeah.
Did they this one?
I think
I'm
they
not
have
sure where
food.
the
In the gear, I think there's food.
food.
Yeah, there's food. If you go to gear
I like
and
this.
then you go to
look. I think
hands,
it works quite well.
and then you click on food, they have like eggs, they have like waffle irons, cheese, rolling pins, plates, teapots. I got all kinds of stuff.
Okay, there we go.
Fish, knives, forks, spoons, whisks. Stir, whisk, stir, whisk.
Whisk, whisk.
I hate that freaking show so much.
You'll be reminded of it every single time with Soupe now.
I know. I hate the holiday special. Every ounce of my being.
Hey,
Why?
Cal, how much do long range comlinks cost?
I'll double check for you.
I have one.
I know you do.
It'd have
A
the
lot.
value on there actually, yeah, just look in NIPS.
Yeah, I can look at them.
Because I had to hold it for you once.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
250?
Because I've got money now, so well, more money.
yeah. Got some money now, yeah.
Wait, do we have money?
we got replenished.
Yeah, long range
aware.
comlinks are 250 credits.
250. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go for that now.
Alright.
Alright, so our goal on this ship is we're here to try and figure out who the kidnappers are, so then we can, like, go back to wherever they have the girl at, correct?
Yeah. It doesn't, the premise doesn't quite give it to you, but he suspects that they may even have her somewhere there.
On the ship?
Yeah, because they would be prepared to make the exchange.
Okay, okay. The exchange is supposed to go down on the ship. We're trying to figure out who the kidnappers are before the time of the exchange,
Yes.
so that we can. Okay, I gotcha.
Yeah, that clears things up in my head
Yeah.
now.
No,
Okay.
that's good. It
So
clears
the
that
goal
up.
is to figure out who has her and get her back.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need to pull up a list of equipment here in the main book to see if there's anything that I can use.
Some important skills to remind you of, since it's a month between playing and all of that, is that among the basic force skills, there is sense force and things too.
Okay. No, not what I want. Equipment.
So you have sense force. You automatically sense disturbances in the force, and you'll be able to pick up basic force sensitivity. This adventure was saying from the sense force check. Oh yeah, if you succeed on a DC 15 user force check, you know how many force users are within range.
Okay.
of 100 kilometers. So that's going to be the whole ship anyway. Well, looking at it, and the Superstar Destroyers are only like 17, 19 kilometers, I think.
So Force Sense is just included?
It's included, yeah. If you're looking at the core rule book, the stuff's on page 77.
Okay. Alright.
It says about the stuff that you can do with just normal Force training with the use of Force skill.
Okay.
Which includes some telepathy. So as a standard action, you can establish a telepathic link with a distant creature, and you can exchange emotions or a single thought, such as go, help, or danger. And so there could be communication between people with simple commands during combat too.
I think I should get a recording unit.
I think
there's like an auto recorder.
I think Supe has a video recorder.
Okay.
Right?
What? And you? Oh yeah, Supe. When you weren't here to play and was recording the whole thing of that final part of the Naboo battle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Our war crimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he has them on video.
Yep. Yeah, he has a little hollow recorder.
Yeah.
Okay, so he already has one of those.
Yeah, so we're okay there.
If you remember to use it.
Oh, didn't save. Yeah, that's fine.
You've got the link, so you can click the link and it goes back to it. It got a picnic basket.
Stop it! I thought I didn't save. I thought I didn't save.
When you save it, you're saving it just to your own account. So the link still goes to what you did.
So you can try to update, but sometimes the image won't change, so it just...
If you update anything, like I've clicked on the link and saved them, it saves that like snapshot of the character. So any updates, you have to send another link.
Yeah.
A
A spatula, basket. I like this.
Yeah.
Alright,
that's
let me
fun.
see here. What does Alavanta have? Does Alavanta have any gear?
I don't think she does now. Oh, she'd have a basic toolkit as well. Could, because she's a mechanic. But other than that...
Alright. I would like to purchase for Galavanta a security kit.
Ooh.
Where's the equipment
Which is
again?
750 credits. Oh, she has credits, so she's gonna purchase one.
That's one way to do it.
Equipment.
So she still has 2,450 credits.
Yeah. You can adjust that if you want and put in security kit. I'll just double check what the security kit does again.
She will be able to hack into doors and things.
Oh, yeah.
It bypasses locks, both electronic and mechanical.
Nice. Contains a comlink that monitors frequencies typically used by silent alarms, so the user can know if such an alarm has been triggered. Cool.
I think I also want to get... Let's see here. Let's look at the costs.
I'm just saying she has a toolkit from her work.
Yeah. I'm gonna get me and her both a set of binder cuffs in case we need to handcuff enemies here.
Ooh.
So those are 50 creds.
So for reference, Elevant or the Gallivant has come from picking the follower feat, which is one of the expansions to one of the nobles' talent trees. Oh no, I think it's a separate talent tree added in the Clone Wars campaign guide, and they added it into the Scoundrel and the Soldier as well, with variations of some of the bonuses to the followers.
Mm-hmm.
So
Can a Jedi do
you'd have, if you were to try and take that feat, you'd have to multi-class into one of those and then level enough to get the feat.
This way.
Which is the pros and cons. So like, they're not force users, but they get other benefits from that. Unless you just get stuck with Ronaldo as your follower.
I mean, I'd be okay making Ronaldo a character.
which is just a Sith apprentice. I'm still on 26.
Yeah, when he follows after you and follows your example, he would be.
Real.
Right, but he'd have to be a secret apprentice.
Mm. He would.
Those are the best kind.
Well, because he's older than Anakin, so he can't, you know.
Well, I mean, the Jedi Order is taking over people before. They're just hypocrites.
I mean, okay, if you look at anybody who was added older, they were already trained a little bit by somebody.
Well, Ronaldo's clearly been trained by something.
Anakin wasn't trained. Other than Qui-Gon gave him a bit of guidance earlier on.
Right. But he's the chosen one, so, you know. They have to make an exception for him.
Is he?
Is he though?
Wasn't
Well,
I
they
read-
seem pretty certain.
I read, was it new canon or old one? Wasn't Ram Kota also old when he got into the Jedi?
Yeah.
I mean, like, for example, like an example character I can think of is Ashared Het. He got he kind of got grandfathered in because his father was a Jedi and trained him personally on his own. So
Ram Kota's not really been explained the circumstances of how he joined the Order.
Yeah. His
It was
is kind of
mostly-
confusing.
Because I think that they were leaving it so that Force Unleashed could finish off his story before maybe going back and explaining things.
Yeah. It's probably one of the things that would have been explained in The Force Unleashed 3.
Mm-hmm.
Does every blaster have a stun mode?
Most blasters, I think. Let me have a look.
I believe in this era, I believe they do.
If it doesn't, it should.
Okay, yeah, both Alavanta and mine have stun, so.
Yeah.
I believe virtually every blaster in the movie eras has stun.
Holdout blaster pistols, iron pistols, slug thrower pistols don't have stun damage. Heavy repeating blasters and blaster cannons don't. Bowcasters don't.
I'm talking about standard hand blast.
Well,
Clearly a laser cannon doesn't have a freaking stun round.
I'm just looking at it going.
And holdouts can't have them. They're too big. Like they don't have time for stun. No, I'm talking about standard hand blasters, standard blaster rifles, the simple stuff.
It looks
And
like they
clearly
all have.
flamethrowers don't, because they shoot bullets.
Yeah. Stun them with blood loss, yeah.
I mean, I guess we could load them with rubber bullets.
Theoretically.
Yeah, each of them have stun. The normal blaster pistols and they have stun damage, but they're at a lower damage for that. I have to look at how stun works properly because it has to be above like a certain damage threshold or something.
Because people can die from stun.
Yeah.
This damage is listed here. Ranged weapons set to stun have a maximum range of 6 squares unless noted otherwise. So, they have a lot less range to keep note of.
I mean, that
And
makes sense,
then stunning. Absolutely
And brave.
stunning. If stun damage reduces a target's current hit points to 0, the target moves -5 steps on the condition track and is knocked unconscious. Okay, so regardless, if the stun damage before being halved equals or exceeds the target's damage threshold, the target moves -2 steps on the condition track. Okay. But you won't die if you roll a natural 1 on Constitution check to regain consciousness. So that's good. So that's how stunning works. Cool. So it's basically you follow the same sort of rules, but when you drop to 0 hit points, you won't die, regardless of how much damage it does.
Okay.
And they will be like guaranteed unconscious, I guess. Well, then again, it says to roll the Constitution for if they wake up after 10 minutes still, so. There we go. Alright. Any other preparations before you head into the party?
Do we know the layout of the ship?
Bontra would be able to give you basic plans. Because it's his ship. I don't have them on hand. But I'm going to see if there's even a thing for it.
Yeah, I think.
Because if we have plans for the ship, we could like cordon off like different zones that each of us are gonna like look into.
It's being annoying to try and find because the normal Google search didn't come up with it.
You know, like.
Okay, here it is. It was listed as just Masquerade, but that's also the name of the adventure. All it says the type is luxury yacht.
So just pick a luxury yacht, whatever you want.
Yeah. But it does have multiple like cargo bays and docking subdecks and docking ports.
Okay, so you know it has to have multiple decks.
I mean, it's a luxury yacht, so that just makes sense.
Yeah, and it's to hold a party where people will fly in like, with their own ships and things, and then stay and then go after the party. So I don't actually have plans to give you, but your characters know the plans of the ships.
Okay. Cool.
So we've been briefed. I thought we were just gonna be thrown into the wolves.
There
With
are
no information.
at least 11 docking bays. Because part of it references docking bay 11.
Okay. So we have at least 11 docking bays.
And at least 3 subdecks.
Okay. So we have like the main deck and 3 subdecks.
Yeah. Plus probably a little bit more, because like some subdeck 3 is for smaller shuttles and things.
Okay.
They don't give me any assets to go, here's a bit of a floor plan of the ship, or anything.
Or at least like a list of like all the different levels or something.
Yeah, that would be handy. WotC did that with the adventure that we played. It gave us the list of each of the different levels in the compound type area.
Yeah.
Mm.
Good old Western games.
Yeah. So
see, I think there are useful things from every gaming system.
Yeah.
If
Like
only
Fantasy
somebody could
Flight
make
is
one
really
go
good
perfect.
at including assets with their stuff.
Right.
And then WEG is really good about like it's not confusing. Everything's laid out for you.
It's simple,
Right.
yeah. And they had a lot of like fan interaction, which is really good. Yeah. Alright, so if there's nothing else, you can land on the Masquerade.
Okay. I'm fine with that if everybody else is.
All right. Let's head in.
Hopefully that loads for all you guys. So we've got Anep,
There we are.
we've got Supe. Oh yeah, do you still have your Droideka shield? Jared.
Why would they bring this party?
I can say it's underneath my jacket or something.
Yeah, cool. I need to make sure I've got the HP for Alavanta coming up. Yeah.
Why do
man,
I see Chad? Why
Yeah,
is
really.
Chad here?
Yeah, what's Chad doing here? And why
Why
are
is
there
somebody-
like
Someone's
4 members of
masquerade.
Yoda's species in here?
It's a masquerade party. Someone's
Yes.
dressed as Chad.
Yes.
He's such a hero already that people are dressing as him.
Why is Dale in
And, like
the
3
party?
people are dressed as Yoda.
Oh, I see the Mos Eisley the Cantina band is on stage.
They're everywhere.
Bigger
I
than the
mean,
modal
that-
nodes.
I mean, you know, this is them before they ended up in Mos Eisley. You know?
Right. They're big timing right here.
Yeah.
Yes.
Gotta get that,
So-
that Jizz Whaler music.
Mm.
Yeah, you know.
Your arrival at the stateroom, because apparently it's called a stateroom, early morning affair at the stateroom, is cause for only minor concern among those already present. All of the attendees seem to be milling about, speaking in hushed voices, sometimes slipping data pads from one hand to another. The far wall of the stateroom is an enormous view screen that is nearly filled with an image of Yorubunt. Red and yellow clouds swirl in the upper layers of the gas giant's atmosphere, and every so often a white explosion from somewhere deeper sends a bubble of colour twisting its way to the top, dissipating in blues and greens like a sheen of oil atop water. And then a voice fills the air. And this is the state of it after the announcement, but the Bontra, the Bothan, is standing up on the platform here at this point. Well, I don't know.
with like the band.
It's an announcement over the PA system. I need to read the context again better. Welcome, friends. I'm pleased to have you here once more on the Masquerade. As ever, I'm among you, but I remain as anonymous as the rest of you. I will not speak for long, as there is much sharing to be done and many deals to be struck. Enjoy the safety of this place and the security of knowing that your identity is yours to reveal, and yours alone. And so you can start having a look around. Obviously, you notice there's someone that looks like Corporal Chad, or General Chad, as he was posthumously promoted.
Well, I think Inept, who was infatuated with Chad, would like to go interact with the fake Chad.
Well, I'm gonna go talk to the guy dressed as Senator Organa, who is a recent up-and-comer.
So do perception checks just to see what you notice.
Alright.
Okay.
I'm gonna go to Chewie's son.
Oh boy, that makes narrative sense.
I just realized that.
Should my crew be with me, or can they go explore as well?
I guess they're sort of gonna be near you, so because you're a party thing. Well, okay, okay.
Did you use? Is that an image of Gar Stasi?
It was on some random wiki when I looked up Duros. So
Okay.
you're asking about
it looks
him.
like him.
Oh, that is him. Yeah.
This is a Duros that appears to be wearing a costume based off of old images of Count Dooku.
Okay. That fits.
I was like, that looks the closest from what I could find.
Well, it's still at this time it would be Master Duke.
Right.
He may or may not be publicly known to have left the Jedi Order yet. We're not quite sure in the
based
timeline
off
where we are.
Old images of Dooku.
Mm-hmm.
You notice a Trandoshan disguise. I didn't put him down, but a Trandoshan, because most of this is for illustrative purposes. As the smooth jizz plays in the background, you notice a Trandoshan disguised as Jedi Master Mace Windu. That's
okay.
Jaren and Supe.
Is the lizard in blackface?
This Trandoshan is the one that is pretending to be an Ithorian, I'll mention later. A human who bears a striking resemblance to Bail Organa, but it's not, it's a costume. And at least 3 individuals of various species dressed as Yoda, but none less than 2 feet 2 tall. A trio of Ithorians dressed in shabby Ithorian costumes in order to appear as though they are other than what they appear to be. And then this Trandoshan is in a shabby Ithorian costume. He seems to be trying to look like an Ithorian who is trying to look like an Ithorian.
So a Trandoshan trying to look like an Ithorian trying to look like an Ithorian. Got it.
And then over here is a Tarasin female who's assisting in the costuming of her patron, a rather short-statured Bothan, by occasionally creating subtle allusions to augment or modify his appearance.
So what about the Wookiee?
And then this is going up to a different page because they're an individual who appears to be a Wookiee in an elaborate mask, but who speaks basic perfectly.
Okay.
And until you talk to them, you won't notice other things. Over here is someone protected by some Gamorreans, bodyguards, of course. And you also notice I didn't put down all of the things. Some individuals, a number of individuals in Jedi robes are present, carrying what might be lightsabers. And there are also a bunch of guards around, which are like the Gamorrean guards here and some other ones around with some other people. And they're all sort of in costume, so some of the bodyguards are hard to tell exactly what species they are. But Anep, with how obsessed she is about Chad, fully believes that this is Chad reincarnated.
Okay.
She doesn't notice that it's a costume.
Well, Inep's an idiot.
In her defense, the light is dim.
So,
do I really believe this is Chad, or do I believe it's like a relative of Chad?
You believe it looks like Chad. You don't notice that it's a costume because rolled a 2 lower perception.
So, like, you would what would Enep assume?
You would know that Chad is dead, because obviously, but
right. What would Enep assume if she saw a guy who looked like Chad? Just go there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she can't be too stupid.
So, perhaps this guy is actually either related to Chad or just bears a striking resemblance to Chad.
Right.
Yeah, literally.
Yeah.
He's probably a Naboo. If I were to guess.
Turns out Emp's blind. She needs glasses.
Yeah.
She needs some eye surgery.
Becomes the Velma of the group. My glasses. I can't see without my glasses.
Yeah, you'd think Velma would get contacts after a while.
Yeah.
And it also does have two people after her. Like there's that Scooby droid.
Got 2 pirates flanking her. Yeah.
I wanna go first, I guess.
Whoever wants to go first in this case.
I guess I can talk to this guy and then I'm gonna just go. Whoa!
You're gonna actually try to speak Wookiee?
Yes.
But he doesn't actually know Shriwook.
Right. And this guy probably doesn't either.
No, remember he speaks perfect basic.
Can I deceive him?
Deceive
this guy into thinking that you speak Shriwook.
Oh boy, I'm just gonna.
I'm gonna try to deceive him. Oh my God.
Deception roll.
Oh boy, I was just fixing Elevanta's token because I realised you couldn't see her HP there.
Oh, and you got rid of the giant name that appeared with her?
Yeah, I shortened it.
No, I didn't deceive him.
The person that is dressed up as a Wookiee just looks at you strangely and then starts to walk away.
The question is, does he know that that's not Shriwook? Or does he think that this guy is an idiot for thinking he's actually a Wookiee?
Okay, well, I'm just gonna go up to this guy and say, "Hello, Senator Organa, or whoever you are.
Whoever you are. Turns back and goes, well, hello, Masquerade. Or whoever you are. In kind.
Which one is politicians in this one? Are they all politicians?
We don't know who they are.
You don't even
We
know that
don't-
they're politicians. Like, you're just
Right,
going,
like-
they're all in costumes.
Right, like we don't know what any of these people do for a living. Like,
You hear a pretty close impression of a Yoda laugh.
Can I roll stealth and then just sneak on him again?
Oh my god.
my God.
You could try rolling stealth like that would only be to specifically
Holy
try
moly.
to escape the false Wookiee's attention.
Can I talk to him? Like, so, any news lately? Can I like open conversation with him?
You can open conversation with them, yes.
Do I roll something for that one? Or, I don't know.
Not just for conversation, but I would encourage rolling like insight checks and things against the responses of everyone here. Because
I
of
guess
course
curiosity.
everyone's not what they seem.
I guess I could roll
know.
from
Nobody is what they seem here.
I don't know, and
Maybe
it's pretty
just-
clear that that looks like Chad.
Yeah, so I'm just like kind of just chatting with Chad, like being like, "Oh, hey, what's up, Chad?"
The Chad looking person is just like, who is this chick? As he stands there.
For that guy in Mass Effect. Wasn't there a cosplayer there? What was his name again?
Wasn't it like Mass Effect 3 there was a cosplayer type character? or
Yeah,
something?
I think so.
Yeah, there was a cosplayer in that one.
So
The one that
yeah,
dresses
the Wookiee who appears to the not Wookiee, which I'll just see the picture I used. See the picture.
Bruh.
I was almost tempted to put the woman in the Chewbacca mask from the memes.
Oh my gosh.
You should have.
I hate that
That
I
would have been
recognize that.
funnier.
Uh,
I hate that I recognize that for what you meant.
yeah, we all know it. Just to expect news. What kind of news would you be after? And you can tell from your perception check that a voice modulator is being used.
You know, any recent happenings, you know, of the political kind, you know, like that.
I'm trying to roll knowledge bureaucracy for.
Yeah, it counts as one.
I'm not. No, oh no, I'm not brave enough for politics.
And I think you would have made a great one, Mr. Wookie, or Miss, whichever.
Mr. Miss Wookie.
Mr. Miss Wookie.
Oh, I can't concentrate. I'm laughing too much. I can fix this now that you know that it's a not Wookiee.
Do we have to introduce ourselves? Like, hey, yeah, my name's
And for the sake of don't you remember what he said? Your identity is yours to reveal and yours alone.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my name's Mr. Sane.
Mr. Sane.
Immediately, no one believes you're saying.
Because crazy people don't know they're crazy.
All right, Mr. Sane. I'm gonna just do this now for the memes. Uploading file.
Yes.
What is
That's
it?
even better.
I can't take that thing seriously.
You could take the other one though?
Yes. That was more of a convincing one, I think.
Oh yeah, that one is more convincing, sure, but like
So, Mr. Sane, do you have information?
Oh, what kind of information?
I'm looking to procure information about Jedi strongholds aside from Coruscant.
Oh, Jedi? No, I wouldn't know Jedi. My planet is some backwards planet that only lives on cooking. Lives for cooking.
Oh. Oh, where is that?
You know, Gormanda. It's in the corner of the galaxy somewhere.
I've never heard of this, Commander. I thought that was a famous chef.
No, she was named after the planet.
Mm.
She was that good. She was
Well,
built different.
Thank you for the free information.
Can I drag him? Can I drag him to the Yoda one?
Why?
Which one?
wait,
The one
drag
near
him?
you?
I'm just gonna like slowly reconvene with the two, and it's like, can I drag him to the Yoda, like this Yoda, so we can be closer.
Make a
Since they're
strength.
all
Make a strength check, whatever it is.
So
for...
you're dragging the fake
him?
Wookiee with you.
no, can I just convince him, like, wanna go to that was weird green guy.
Do you want to go talk to the Yoda over there?
Which Yoda?
I didn't say,
No,
I didn't
he
say
would have
no
to
Yoda,
gesture to the one nearest him.
Yeah.
I just gonna say green guy. I was gonna go, let's go to the green guy over there. Like, he seems like a nice guy.
All right, roll your persuasion. Why?
Oh my gosh.
Now role play convincing you.
Also, I could just listen to the conversation of the people, I think, because they're all over here. You're all over here.
So instead of just breaking off and walking over so you can hear conversation, you just convince the not Wookiee to go over to a Yoda.
Yes. But is this the tall one?
They're all varying heights, but none of them are 2 feet too tall for Yoda.
I was like, yeah, come on, I want to talk to this guy. He seems nice.
So none of them are taller than Evan Peel, is what I'm hearing.
How tall is Evan Peel compared to Yoda?
I don't think he'd be much taller.
Hang on, it said 2 feet. How much is 2 feet?
That's about
60 centimeters.
yeah. I was gonna say
So
about
Yoda's
half a meter.
apparently 0.66 meters tall, and Evan Peel's 1.22 meters tall. So
Oh really? I thought he was shorter than that.
So no, none of them are as tall as Evan Peel.
Okay, that's important to know.
Oh, that's short. So can we go there now?
Yeah, it seems like they got yeah. They're not Wookiee shrugs and walks over.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna ask Bale over here. So, have you been following his have you been following his career?
Whose career?
Bale's career, the guy
Bale's career. Oh yes, I've been watching
dressed
his.
up as here.
Oh yes, I've been watching his career with great interest.
Knew that was coming.
Since he started working on Coruscant, or while he was still on Alderaan.
Oh, I've been a fan of him since he was on Alderaan, working his way up to become senator. It's
Before
a great success
or after his
story.
marriage?
Before his marriage.
Okay.
How about yourself? Are you a fan?
Oh, definitely. I like him better than Bale Antilles.
Oh, bold words.
Well, I haven't kept
Lucas
close eyes on Alderaanian politics, but I wasn't a huge fan of Bale Antilles. He was all right as far as it went, but he was too much like Valorum for my taste.
Yes, Bail Organa was the change that was needed for Alderaan.
I agree.
So
I
tell
like
me.
to keep an eye on galactic politics personally.
And are there any tidbits of information that might be of particular interest?
I would keep an eye on Alderaan and Naboo in the coming years.
Of course. Naboo recently had, not too long ago, had that trade blockade, didn't it?
Well, and our new Supreme Chancellor is from Naboo.
Yes. Yes, there's a lot concerning that.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
And the Queen of Naboo has shown herself to be quite an interesting galactic player in her first year.
Now, when did it switch over to the other queen?
I was literally took the thoughts out of my brain.
Well, we got a while yet. She had an 8-year.
I knew she had a longer term because everyone liked her.
Yeah, she had 8 years in office.
And she was elected not long before Force Unleashed, Phantom Menace.
Like the Force Unleashed? What are you talking about?
Oh, Queen Jamila served 2 successful 4-year terms as well.
Mm-hmm. Some good queens. It seems that the Naboo do better with queens than with kings. The kings tend to be pretty corrupt.
Yeah. So she was Queen 33 to 25 BBY, Queen Amidala.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, definitely still queen.
So yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Just double checking. There we go.
Well, it says in the movie, recently elected.
Yeah. But I'm like, I forgot how.
And we
long
might
it
actually be a little ahead with Bale.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
But not much, because it was like a relatively short time between Antilles and Bale.
Well, maybe perhaps they're getting ready to like hold another election, and like it's they're the two candidates or something.
In 32 BBY. Following the election of Palpatine as Supreme Chancellor, Senator Bale Antilles chose to retire, and Organa succeeded him.
Okay.
So yeah,
right on.
We're right.
So we're
on.
not. Yeah, so that works. So like just after he moved to just after he got replaced.
Yeah, this guy's a
excellent timing.
Bale stan.
I mean, either way, it's Bale. So
yeah.
I mean, he was already viceroy.
You're safe if you just keep saying Senator Bale.
Just never actually specify which Bale you're talking about.
What?
Well, originally Antilles was supposed to be Organa, but George changed his mind.
Of course, the famous
during
George
early
changing his
testing.
mind. All right. So, what am I thinking of here?
Yeah, they should start Enep should start having a conversation with fake Chad.
It's been one way at the moment because she's been babbling at him and he's been like, who is this woman?
Can I convince Zwookie and green guy over here to go to Chad?
Oh boy. Have you even talked to the green guy yet?
Yeah, talk to him first, at least.
We've been talking off screen, like, just like.
What? What are you actually going to ask about? You're just mingling at the moment.
Like, I don't know, we just met and I'm like, oh, hey, wanna meet my friend over there? He said
Supai only wants friends.
I'm gonna call her and I was like, she's Sador or something. Because ambassador.
Just call me the pirate captain.
Oh yeah, pirate. Yeah, it's pirate captain. Can I just like say that, or persuade them through sheer force of will, or just like, oh, go away, guy, or are they just gonna swat me away?
I guess it depends how charismatic you are.
Come on, persuade the two.
They're just sort of putting up with you. They don't swat you away, but they're sort of trying to go, is this guy going to offer anything useful for trade?
Yeah, that's why we're going to Chad. Yeah, that guy. I'm just gonna say, that guy? Yeah, he's famous for something, so you might get something out of him.
So, because you succeeded in the check before with Chewy Woman, it was more difficult the second time, and so you don't convince her.
But Does he convince the green guy?
Convinces the not Yoda, which I specifically picked the weird-looking Phantom Menace version.
Because that's not Yoda.
Yeah. And so he's
Like,
going
yeah.
over to Chad.
Okay, hold on.
Yeah.
How about him?
You are squishing the little green man.
The little green man just ends up getting under your feet and you almost trip over him.
It's like the little like
Hello.
mushroom dudes in Mario. You just squish him like boom.
No, so, Enep, what have you been saying to Chad?
It's been like asking him about like how things have been on the booze since the war ended, and like how he's been, like what is he doing at this masquerade party instead of being like back on the boo.
Given the previous perception check, Supe can tell that this is not actually Chad.
But I'm not gonna tell because we don't know each other.
And he's just looking like and he tries to get a word in, but then you just keep asking him questions.
Yeah, Inep just like keeps just talking and talking and talking and talking.
Non-stop. And then Elevator just comes up and puts a hand on her arm and is like, hey, let him speak.
Inep finally shuts up.
And the guy's just still looking like wide-eyed and overwhelmed, like, where do I start? What's going on? You're a fan of Chad too?
Oh yeah, Chad's awesome.
Yes,
I was there when he died.
Yes, I decided to dress up as Chad to try and be better. I want to be Chad.
Are you from Naboo too, just like Chad?
No.
Wait, how fast does use travel? Like, had use travels fast?
I mean, there were interplanetary people showing up for Chad's funeral. I mean, you had people from Corellia and various other places.
And you've got the HoloNet
broadcasts and stuff.
Yeah. And like the fan website for Chad that updates things, the movements of Chad as soon as possible for anyone that hears about it.
Were you at Chad's funeral?
No, I wasn't.
Mm.
Unfortunately.
It was a beautiful service.
Yes. I've heard. So, do you have something to trade?
Yeah, I'm just gonna insert it. Like, yeah, this little good man has something to trade, or is looking for something to trade.
Trying to get the NPCs to interact with each other. Trying to get the NPCs to interact.
Al talking back and forth to himself.
Fishing for information. So we're gonna casually like I heard that there was
casually just insert yourself in the conversation when they're talking about Chad's funeral.
Oh, whenever he asked about like information that should trade. Can I do like an insight to see if I can figure out like what kind of information he wants?
Yeah.
What is it? I don't think it's called insight.
It's in the custom skills, I think. Because it wasn't.
Oh, it is.
It wasn't one of the actual ones. 19. Listen, amongst your questioning, you started to feel more uncomfortable as you kept asking question after question. And when you finally let him speak, he was just gobsmacked and flabbergasted and like, you never expected this. As for what type of information is, it seems like information or goods. Like when he said trade, it doesn't necessarily mean just information, but also possibly goods to trade between different parties. But of course, it's all using the wording that sounds nicer than the normal. You want to buy some death sticks?
Do I have anything to trade?
Which can be information or other things.
Can I tell you information about how there's opportunity because people from Gormanda are great cooks. Like you want some money? For them. I mean they cook great. Totally not standing for the planet at all. Or
so you're offering food?
I could offer to cook some. There's a kitchen.
I'd be like, yeah, yes. This forearm fellow here indeed has cooked before.
Indeed he has.
That's the glowing recommendation I can give.
Enough is way too honest for a politician.
All just like first like broken daggers.
Yeah, Inep's not gonna go very far in politics. She's gonna be like real, like just blockaded in every way because she's there to like actually help people.
Yeah. I guess then, if you were to cook something, we could come to an agreement.
Mm. Yeah, maybe we could have some audience because someone to share the food. Wink, wink.
Roll a persuasion check.
What are you hitting on him now?
At them.
So.
Oh my god!
Oh my goodness.
If only his cooking rolls were this good.
I know, right?
Perhaps we
Seriously,
could
wow.
have a private dinner somewhere.
Oh my god! Which one are you seducing? Both of them?
That was like like I was like discreet wink, like I got some goods to. Like that.
Well, yeah, they're thinking about goods, all right.
Yeah.
Oh. Boy.
No. That was not the intention.
Hey, you said it.
You're the bard. You're the bard seducing dragons. That's what you're doing.
And then you hear the Yoda guy going.
Oh boy. I'm going to disengage myself from this conversation, like politely, because I no longer want any part of it.
This other chat has been stolen from you.
Yeah. I think I'm going to go talk to the not Count Dooku.
The Juros Count Dooku, the Juros Master
my
Dooku.
Woo! Oh wow.
Oh dear. Jaren, do you want to do anything else? Thinking of that.
Well, after discussing politics for a little bit, I'm gonna ask. So, do you know what the deal is with the guy over there with the Gamorreans?
I assume he's just like the rest of us, but maybe he has more money.
Probably. No. Okay. Metagame question: are those actual Gamorreans?
Yes.
Okay, just curious. It's like I'm just
'Cause
like
I
making
could-
sure. Like, are these actually Gamorreans, or are they people disguised as Gamorreans?
Oh, well, these are you can see they tried, but they're Gamorreans.
They tried not to look so Gamorrean.
And in fact, now look more Gamorrean.
Yeah. If they could look any more Gamorrean, they do. Because they're there as guards, not as anything else.
What was Basil Warv? Try to remember what species he was. Was Gamorrean like? Yeah. Are you from Alderaan? Actually, I should have asked this sooner.
I am. That's where I could follow his career so closely.
Okay. Were you aware of the Jedi influence on his marriage?
I feel it's slightly unfortunate that the Jedi may have played a part in it, because then it was less his choice.
That is a good point. But after all, it was a succession dispute.
Yes, and it did resolve the best it could.
Yes.
So do you have anything particular that you're trading here?
So what are these, all merchants?
It's literally
smugglers and
saying in the intro, I will not speak for long, as there is much sharing to be done and many deals to be struck.
Okay. So it's brokers, mostly.
Brokers and other goods trades. Which you would understand, I guess, from talking to Bonchar a bit before, that is not exactly legal.
Right. Well, it depends. I'm primarily in the I'm primarily in the business of trading information.
I see. And I inquire as to the nature of this information.
Like I said, I like to keep an eye on galactic politics.
I hear there's a recent Ryloth settlement on Naboo. I'm curious as to if you know anything more about that.
I might know some.
A Twi'lek settlement. Yeah. And how much would it be to learn about it?
I have to determine how many credits this would be worth.
Where's the appraise roll when you need one?
I know, right?
The appraise roll, Diplomat.
And I don't really know, and like, how much would I know, actually?
I don't know.
That's the real question.
You roll a knowledge check, I guess, to see.
I mean, you know that I'm the one that was setting that up.
And
Right.
you'd know probably, like, the general area where an app ended up picking and stuff, because I'm sure that as you were going, you were like, I'm interested in how this is going.
Right.
But how far you know how things are going would depend, I guess, on your knowledge roll.
Okay. Would I do just a basic knowledge roll, social sciences, galactic lore?
Let me check the knowledge roll descriptions.
I mean, I don't know if it would really matter.
Probably doesn't make a lot of
Because, like,
difference.
the only one that matters, the only one that's affected is bureaucracy.
Which it wouldn't quite be bureaucracy. So...
Alright, we don't have a basic knowledge roll, do we?
Actually, you could... So...
I mean, I guess it could fall under the bureaucracy.
It could, because it does say business procedures, legal systems, and regulations, and organizational structures.
That's true. That's true.
So we
Yeah,
could
let's go
go
with
with that. I still remember you're an expert in TC series droids.
Oh yes, I am that too. I forgot about that.
Somehow.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, I'm an expert except for the fact that I have no mechanical aptitude.
Yes.
You understand
Whoa!
everything about
A natural 20!
Whoa.
So I know everything. I know more than Anep.
Yes, you've kept up more with it than me because I've already washed my hands of it.
Yes. You know that the leader has...
And I knew more about politics than the ambassador did.
Well, he's a consular, and he would do a lot of research into things.
Right.
So I would imagine that in this way, you kept tabs on the Twi'lek settlement on Naboo, and...
No, you know everything about it. How much is that worth?
You know the name of every single settler.
Well, I'm definitely not giving that information out.
You know the power dynamics. You know the cliques inside of the settlement.
You know the culture. What
So I could literally.
You know the amount
make
of
up people
Rishian
at
and
this point.
Lethan Twi'leks. Take your pick on how
What was
much.
the point of this settlement? I have to ask before.
What is it?
What was the point of this settlement again?
Ryloth is creating like enclaves of Twi'leks like all over the place because so many Twi'leks have like fled the like horrible conditions of their world, but they want to still like have like essentially a government structure that represents them because you can have enclaves on other planets. But if they're officially part of the government, then you know, like they're still led by the leaders of Ryloth and stuff.
Right. Okay.
Or we're rebuilding our society across the galaxy.
Right. That makes sense. Okay. Well, now I'm understanding why there are 3 Twi'lek senators.
Right? Now, because it's more than just
More than just the
Ryloth.
sector. It's more than just the one sector that's populated with majority Twi'lek. It's the one sector plus all the enclaves that are spread around.
Yes.
It's like if the Huts joined the Republic.
Yeah.
You
It'll be a
even
mess.
you even know how the Jedi Council made sure to go to that area that was affected by the dark side and cleanse it.
What would that have to do with the Enclave?
Because it was a possible danger to the Enclave when they settled.
Oh, okay. Okay.
And it was in Enep's report, in the detailed report.
Man, I'm trying to figure how much did Qui-Gon offer to Watto? Or how much did he have at what was it? 20,000 is what he had?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think so.
Okay. So for this kind of information, I would say at least what I could give for that. At least probably more like 50. Well, let's see. Well, depending on what information you want on that, if you want to know the basics of the political structure,
I can't believe how good your knowledge rolls are, man.
I know, I keep getting good ones every time. So if you want to know a basic structure of the political system at this Ryloth settlement, I would say about 40,000.
You have a hard bargain, especially if it is similar to the other enclaves.
Well, I do know a bit about the person who determined where the settlement would be as well.
Bro's literally selling information about me.
I've heard that it's the same one that is going to be scouting out other enclaves and has done so in the past.
This was her first successful one.
True.
So there have been failures. I'm more interested in possible security weaknesses. How much would that run me?
Bruh.
Security weaknesses. Oof. Security information. Now that would cost you at least 100,000.
100,000. As fellow fans of Bail Organa, perhaps we could strike a deal and say 50,000.
Wow, just automatic lowball. Okay.
Yeah, just as how haggling works, bro.
Oh, I know. It's like straight lowball though. Man. 90.
90. 60. Oh yeah. While you're haggling, Super and the not Chad end up walking off into distance.
Okay. Where is haggling? Is that?
No, I said while you're haggling.
Oh, okay.
While you're haggling.
I thought you
we'll
said
see what happens
that.
with Super and Chad. Or not Chad later. About 60,000. I want to see what Super actually does. Because we know it's not going to be that. So yeah, 60,000. Sure, this
80.
information being helpful to improve the security as well.
80,000.
6.5.
75.
70. Jaren just amasses this huge fortune.
And literally compromises the security of my entire settlement.
Well, who says I'm telling the truth?
What an asshole.
What a Jedi, baby.
I'm not gonna give the real information.
Sure. I bet you went for 70,000 credits.
I would never do that to you.
Wait. We have ear or short range comms, right? But that doesn't mean we could hear everything that Jared is saying.
Only if we're
The
only if we're
earpieces are a
intending to
one-way
talk.
comm, so the Bontra can talk to you, and your other comm links wouldn't be like just left open. I wouldn't think.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Yeah, it's for him to talk to us.
Yeah, I'm just metagaming right now. I'm not. It doesn't know this.
Right.
Yeah.
But I would never do that to like Jaren would never do that to NF. He would never actually give the real information.
Roll a percentage to see. Yeah. Oh, that's fine. So 70,000.
Done.
He holds his hand out to shake, and I will make sure to verify the information before I make full payment.
Of course.
He-
So I have to be carefully deceptive with this information. Okay. So let's think. Let's think. What would I
just
know? Like, what would be
see-
the information about the security? that
Should we
have?
see, like what you can pick what information you're trying to present, but see how you present it with the deception roll.
Okay. Well,
I mean, like, the local wildlife, you could talk about that, and, like, that wouldn't be lying at all.
That's true.
The local plant, the local dark side plant creatures, yeah.
That, and, like, the weird creature that we fought in the swamp, and...
Right. Well,
Mm.
so, like, I wouldn't... Well, the way that these things usually go, it's usually like a data card information transfer that's usually given.
Mm.
So it's like I will have. So we'll end this particular moment with I'll be sure to get the information. I'll be sure to give you the information. I'll be sure to get you a data card with the information on it before the party is over.
Of course. I appreciate business. I appreciate your business. And he walks off.
All right.
Now, Supe.
And I'm gonna go talk to the guy dressed like Mace Windu.
That's the Trandoshan that's dressed looking like an Ithorian.
That's the Ithorian Trandoshan. Yeah, where is the Mace Windu looking guy?
Oh, I didn't put him down, but he's somewhere.
Okay, we'll just go with the Ithorian guy. The Trandoshan trying to be an Ithorian.
A Trandoshan trying to be an Ithorian that's trying to look like an Ithorian. So, Supe, what are you actually going to do with this, not Chad?
I'm gonna fish him for information for something.
For something.
God. Oh.
What information are you gonna try to get out of him?
You realize you haven't asked anything about the girl that's been kidnapped yet, right?
It's fine.
It's fine.
Well, you can't just straight up ask about her.
Yeah, that's
Okay,
what
I have a plan. I have a plan for me on how I'm gonna get around to that when I talk to this character over here. So you do you, Supe. Whatever you're doing, man.
I need your supporters' help.
No. Yeah, this is all you, Supe.
You got yourself into this, you can get yourself out.
You've got... You can tell that he's responded to your flirtatiousness.
It was just, I know something, wink. Wink, wink.
Yeah.
No, you specifically said that we should go somewhere quiet or peaceful or like separate, something like that.
It was something about sharing food, wink.
Yeah.
Right. It's like, yeah, like, obviously he's gonna assume this. Like, come on.
I'm gonna write this, and then if it fails, I'm just gonna punch him.
Is it safe to assume that you guys are in a kitchen?
Yeah, I don't have a separate map, but let's just say you guys are now in the kitchen.
Like, can I just make some food so we could just get this over with? Is that constitution?
I love this. I love it. This is hilarious.
So, roll your whatever we use for cooking check.
What is that? Life sciences? Social?
Oh, hang on.
It's not
Let
knowledge.
me see if I can remember.
Yeah.
Because I watched the video that we did this on recently.
Yeah.
It would be.
I think it was related to crafting.
Yeah, because it was like you had to have like the intelligence on how to do things, but then like the wisdom on like the correct way to do things. I don't remember how we did this.
We could simplify it because we don't need it to be as complicated as when you failed the suit.
Right.
So would it just be a survival check? Because survival would be like.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm just checking the description.
That's right. We ended up deciding that it would be survival check.
Yeah, survival makes sense.
Because that's like crafting things and all that jazz.
And don't forget to add a +4 to any check involving cooking.
So a survival.
You should just add a cooking option to him.
You could.
Probably just make it a custom skill that's also based on things.
I guess it's survival.
Yeah, it'd just be based on his wisdom. Just a cooking skill.
That's based on wisdom.
With a +4 modifier.
Yeah.
We'd already built it in.
If we're making it based on survival, he does have trained in survival, so I'll give him a +5 and then +4. There. It's in your option. It's in your custom skills now.
Now you just have a cooking check.
God, what the hell?
Nice.
It actually is edible this time.
Well, it's automatically going to be edible from now on. Like,
I was just like,
because he gets +13.
There's no guarantee because there's always a natural one.
That's true. If you roll a natural one, it doesn't matter what you roll, it still fails.
That's true. As long
Someone
as he
just like
gets a 2 or better,
The
he's
whole
gonna be
point of the
successful.
commandant species is they're supposed to be good at cooking.
Right.
So you don't want it to fail.
Right.
Yeah. So, I mean, it's still rolled fairly low.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is a low roll. Like, he rolled a 3. And he got plus 13. So it's like, you know.
When you try it's edible. It doesn't seem to be anything special. But what did you make? What did you cook?
Something gourmand and like I do like limited ingredients. Like they don't have any of the things that we have there, but
They
I'm just
don't
gonna
have the bit of the camaradian root for that bit of piquancy.
right. They don't have
Bless.
the correct ingredients, so I'm just making it up. I'm just substituting it as I go. That's why
So,
it's like that.
this is a hodgepodge of just random things thrown together, and it's a wonder it's even edible.
Well,
It's a special dish on the planet. Well, usually we're great cooks. I'm just gonna persuade him.
You're persuading him through your cooking, man. Hang on, I gotta get more
Yeah.
water.
Like, if you want some good hires for cooking, you can get, well, you can get some of my people, hire them, like or something like something like that. We're gonna, that's my trade, knowledge of the people or something. That's, yeah, that's the side quest between one
No, I'm
and
back.
charity.
So,
Yeah.
I mean, he's eating, but he's sort of looking at you curiously, wondering what move you're gonna make next. Not thinking much of the cooking, but like, that's alright.
Can I just gather like, can I just like look at him and like, no, I'm here for a purpose, for something more than food, but it's one of my main ones. Something other
Oh my
information.
goodness.
Please
Yeah.
say that.
I think we're both here for something more than food.
I'm just gonna gather information. Gather information. Yeah, just gather information.
Purpose.
I shouldn't have drank water. Oh, hold on, I'm dying.
oh my gosh. Oh, God.
Why do I keep digging myself deeper? Can I just gather information to see what I gotta ask him before there's gonna be any more misunderstandings? I'm just gonna like, do you know something about this girl?
Oh my god.
If that fails, I'm just gonna punch him.
Oh,
Poor guy.
let me think for a minute. Oh dear. I had a mouthful of water, and then you said that, and I'm just like, oh no, it went up through my nose.
Oh boy.
So,
I'm just gonna know any information about some ransom lately or something.
he asked about the girl.
I gather information.
He's like, oh,
I'm just gonna roll the gather information, I guess.
I don't know what particular girl you're after, but I have some other girls available for sale.
Oh no.
No.
There's slavers here.
I guess, like, how much? I guess.
Oh,
my god.
well,
Thinking about this one.
it depends on what
Wow.
exactly you're after. I have a variety of goods.
Ask for Twi'leks or Zeltrons or.
And he pulls out a little hollow terminal and looks at you expectingly.
Give me the cheapest one you got.
Oh my god! The cheapest. If I was him, I'd be giving you this weird look like the cheapest.
It's like, if you really want to go the cheapest.
Like, I mean, this is hut space, so it's not that surprising.
Well,
no.
Right.
I need to look. I need to figure out how much it would cost.
The Conan rulebook for D20 has slavery in it, so if you want to look at that,
That's
I'd
not,
maybe adapt that.
I'm just not sure how the currency conversion would work with credits versus the gold and silver and whatever.
oh yeah, but like you can see like how they do things too.
Yeah.
Oh no. Supay, stop digging yourself deeper.
So
Bro went from talking to a fake Wookiee to talking to a fake Yoda to talking to a fake Chad to wanting to have sex with the fake Chad to making food for the fake Chad to now he's buying a slave from fake Chad.
Oh my god. I mean, if he's doing it to set her free.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
thing.
So for the lowest of the low, you're not getting much quality here. We start off at 10,000.
Oh my god.
Gotta think about it. My master's a bit deliberate on this one.
Your master?
You know,
Womp.
yeah. The cheapest price for the and then investment. I'm not sure I could think of it as investment.
So
So be careful about this thing.
So for 10,000, he types into the Holy Terminal and pulls up an image of a slave girl. You'll be looking at something like this, and roll a perception check.
Oh no. Supay, stop digging yourself deeper.
So you can notice
That's persuasion, not perception.
Oh, what roll did you get
Okay.
on it? You got an 18, and then you would be. Oh no.
10.
There you go.
10.
You can't make anything out. This hologram looks blurry as all get out. But you do notice that it looks like the body shape's alright. Like, it's like there's no, there's, even with a natural one, you can hardly see anything. There's a missing arm, and they may be a little disfigured, but nothing terribly bad. Like, they look in good nick. They look looked after. They appear looked after, anyway.
Hold on. I need to think this through.
You're actually thinking for once, wow.
Does Supay think about things?
No, it doesn't. He's one of those, what do you call this?
He's-
Living force type of thing.
His master was literally telling him, like, just before the end of the last session, you have to think about things.
He's very impulsive.
Yeah.
He's the ready, fire, aim type of person.
So we're at that point. Enep, you're talking to this Duros that's dressed like old style Dookie. Which, it says Count Dookie, but it doesn't specify which Count Dookie. So, I would imagine they mean the one from the movies.
One would think.
But it could be his dead brother. You don't know.
Yeah.
Do people actually know his dead brother, though?
The Counts of Sereno would have enough fame for them to
They'd
be
relatively
known, yeah.
Especially the senior house, which is
Yeah.
currently House Dooku.
Wasn't there a lot of Dooku's? I think I remember it mentioned somewhere.
It's in Agent of the Empire, to mention that again. It's interesting because it's like, here's another Count Dooku that now we don't. I've realised we don't have a first name for the Count Dooku that's in the movies.
Yeah.
Yep, we were never given Dooku's first name. I don't even remember if we were given his brother's first name. I know his nephew's first name, Aiden.
Yep.
Oh yeah. I'm approaching this guy, and we make our usual small talk stuff.
We do have his brother's name. His
we do?
older brother was named Ramel, and his younger sister was named Jenza.
Ooh, actually, I think I remember Jinzo.
I thought Dooku was I thought Dooku was the oldest.
Oh, Wikipedia. House Dooku. Here we go. Let's double check this.
That could have been some new canon stuff.
Yeah, it could have been. Hang on. Yeah, there's not a name for his brother. And he is the oldest, yeah. And then there's Mate Dooku, M-A-I-T-E. He's the brother of Arden Dooku. Oh, no, that's the wife, never mind. Anyway. Family trees on Wikipedia here.
They suck.
At least it gives a basic thing.
Wikipedia just sucks overall.
Yeah. That's what we have at the moment. So what are you going to say to this Duros? He's obviously, you can tell he's a Duros.
I'm going to ask him what things that he has for sale or trade.
I've a fine selection of spice, if you're interested.
Inepp is internally offended as she is a Twi'lek, thinking that just because she's a Twi'lek, she should want spice.
Well, he doesn't notice that she's a Twi'lek as such, other than you just dress up as a pirate and you are a Twi'lek. But he just thinks you're a pirate.
Oh, well, all right then. Fair enough.
And so he's like, pirates like spice.
There we go. Fair enough.
Yes,
not being a racist.
I have some of the finest rill you could get.
No, I'm not particularly interested in any sort of rill.
What other? So you're interested? Glitterstim and whatever the others are called.
Glitterstim actually would be useful because it's truth serum.
Yeah.
How much does your Glitterstim run for?
Now I've got to have a look.
I didn't plan to buy drugs, but you know what? Those could be useful.
Let's make some LSD.
Hey, that's as bad as the slave.
This is funny. Apparently, Figuring Dan was glitter sim addict. I forgot that.
Oh, I didn't know that.
So you literally made jizz from the glitter sim.
Bruh.
There apparently isn't anything, just trying to look up the wiki. Spice. Okay, there might be something. Scum and Villainy. It has Glitter Sim Tempest, Death 6, Nerean Spice, Carotene, and Homebrew Spice and Thistlebark. Okay. It's a Glitter Sim. Says what it does, but not how much it costs, of course. So for the way that it's written, that Glitter Sim works, for reference, the character that consumes 1 dose of Glitter Sim moves -2 persistent steps down the condition track, and the persistent condition can only be removed after 2 hours of rest. However, for 10 minutes after ingesting the spice, the user can make an untrained user force checks to activate the telepathy application of the skill, even if he or she is not force sensitive.
Yeah.
So that's how it
I
works
just,
in that.
Rip the truth out of people's minds.
Yeah. That's an advanced force power, not telepathy as such. But maybe she believes that. Because has NF had spice before?
I mean, probably not. She came from like an affluent family and stuff.
Yeah, cool. I just thought I would clear up and ask the question. Oh, a character that consumes Tempest gains the ability to rage.
Nice.
Nice. Which is basically like a barbarian raging in D&D. Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
With a few things of like they can't use certain skills because they're angry. Alright, anyway. Glitter Sim price. I just have to make it up. Let's see. A single dose would go... I sell in bulk, so a box of 6 doses would be at about 9,000 credits.
I don't think NF has 9,000 credits.
Everything's so expensive here.
I only have 3,000 credits. And even with Alevanta, I only have 5,000 credits.
Where do you get the 5,000?
Because Alevanta has a couple grand too, on top of my 3 grand.
Yeah, when you got a follower, she gets some credits attached to her.
Offer TC in trade.
Ooh. That's a good idea.
This gift from Jaren, you're just gonna trade for drugs. Yeah.
No. I don't have the credits with me. Would you barter in exchange for something else?
I would be open to negotiation.
How about information?
Depends how much the information is really worth.
What kind of information would be useful to you?
I'm always looking for updates on any developments in the Rylathian security force.
Rylathian security, okay.
And
Let's see what
any
NF knows
possible Republic restrictions on trade routes.
So bureaucracy knowledge.
Yeah, it would be. A dirty 21, that's still really good.
What do I know
but
that could help
Jaren
this man?
canonically knows more about bureaucracy than NM.
Yes.
That's true.
To be fair, he's like a Jedi politician.
Right.
Allowed?
No. So I'm a political there are plenty of Jedi involved in politics. That's just straight canon there. No matter which canon you're going with.
There were Supreme Chancellor, but we're EU
Well,
anyway,
you're right.
so yeah.
And there were Supreme Chancellor Jedi. There are plenty of Jedi who are involved in politics. Yoda and Mace Windu are very involved in politics. I have an interest in politics. It's just a field of study that I pursue.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm not a formal politician, but having studied politics, technically I am a politician.
And as a consular, you would be studying it to be able to navigate all sorts of political areas.
Right.
So yeah, you know a decent bit about it.
Okay.
A 20, other than a natural 20, what? Let me have a look at the knowledge check things, what sorts of things they say again. Because it's a good reference, they give examples of what sorts of things you know, which checks. You're trained in knowledge, aren't you?
Yeah.
It doesn't give me... I'll just say that I should open the Game Master screen instead of just trying to flit around places. And then I'll be able to see all the check difficulties easier. So 20 is a challenging... I'd say you know a decent bit about it. You're not absolutely an expert, because for a lot of the knowledge you need a 25 or above to really have a real in-depth knowledge of it, or a natural 20. I know a fair bit about it. It's been a while since you've been to Ryloth, and most of your time is spent in the political side, not on the security side. But you have noticed that they've been trying to crack down on the spice smugglers and all that sort of thing as best they can. Although, of course, with Ryloth, it's difficult with the conditions. And then for any Republic bits and pieces, the Republic have been trying to patrol some different spaceways to try and catch the smugglers.
Okay, so I can tell them that I have knowledge of Republic patrols near Ryloth and some specific initiatives that the Ryloth security are implementing to crack down.
And how recent is this information?
How recent is this info?
Roll the deception check and lie.
Well, amongst you, I guess you're on Coruscant for a bit before hearing about needing to come here. Oh, I forgot the music. I was like, this is quiet. So it'd be, how long do you reckon it's been since she's been to Ryloth?
Um,
I mean, I had to go back and I had to like pick up my mechanic there, didn't I?
Yeah, I think your mechanic was on Ryloth, so
So it wouldn't have been that long ago.
like a month or two.
Sure.
That'd be the security force stuff, and the Republic stuff you sort of keep tabs on anyway, because that's related to your home planet.
Okay. So yeah,
So that works.
the Ryloth security initiatives, that information's a month or two old, but the Republic stuff is completely up to date.
And for complete patrol routes, and for the complete information for both, I would be willing to give you 1 box of glitter suit. Is that amenable to you?
Sure. That sounds good to me.
Alright. I will have some droids deliver the cargo to you, and then once I receive payment, I will give them the authorization to release it into your custody.
Alright. We shall meet. Where shall we meet at?
I guess you got a loaner shuttle to get here. I didn't cover that.
Wait, there's a shuttle in this one?
I would imagine that you have a loaner vehicle that you took to get here, that was given by the Jedi Council.
I guess we could meet in what didn't you say there's like a Cargo Bay 3?
Yeah.
We can meet in Cargo Bay 3.
Alright. I'll meet you there later on.
Before you go,
Yes.
do you happen to know what the other people here are offering?
Oh, there are many different types of people here. I feel like whatever you're looking for, what you need to do is ask the right person.
Fair enough.
And it's the type of place this is, of course.
Well, until we meet again.
Until we meet again. He inclines his head and then walks off to see if he can make any other business deals. Alright, Jaren, how you doing?
I'm alright. Alright, I guess I'm gonna...
How are we doing for time, by the way? It's over 3 hours now on the recording.
It's like, it's almost 1 here.
The side quest become a side quest.
Yeah.
That's where I was like, I don't know how long this is gonna take.
Right, like, this is gonna be a little bit because, like, it's hard to ask the right questions.
Yeah. Instead of just blurting it out and going, here I am, I'm looking for girls.
Well, apparently, Supe is doing that.
Well, he got the guy alone first.
Yeah,
True.
so we know he doesn't just want girls.
Or privacy.
So I guess that I'm going to Jaren and this Trandoshan that's
Yeah.
in a Ithorian costume, trying to look like the other Ithorians in this 3 group. And I
Hello
just pulled a
there.
picture of the Ithorian senators because I'm like, it needs 3 Ithorians together.
Yeah.
It
It works. It works. Hello there. And what are you
General
offering
Kenobi.
today?
The Trandoshan looks over. What does it say about him? So he's not using a voice modulator, so it just comes out in the thick Trandoshan accent. So I have to try and do a voice, yay. And throat's still a bit coffee, hang on.
Try to do a thick hiss.
What do we do to get into it? Yes.
What would you be offering today?
I offer services.
Your own?
Yes.
Or on behalf?
My own and others.
What kind of services do you offer?
A bounty hunting.
Would that include capturing?
Yes. If it is required.
What about hostage taking?
As long as it is the right price.
Engage in anything like that in the recent past?
He cocks his head.
This feels exactly like that scene in episode 2 with Obi-Wan and Django.
Are you inquiring about my work?
Well, I'm curious to know how good you are at this kind of work.
I have perhaps performed some jobs recently.
How much would a job like that usually cost?
It depends how long they want to be kept for.
What if I needed someone held for 2 weeks?
2 weeks. Depending on the profile of the target. If it is low profile, I would at least... Well, let me double check something. Living expenses. Yay, I can use the living expenses. I can keep someone for 2 weeks for 10,000 credits.
And this is for the low profile people, for, say, small time business people's for a small time business person or a spouse of a business person.
Do you have someone in mind?
I might.
Then we could consider our options.
Interesting song playing.
Yeah.
Very appropriate.
Lie.
Excuse me.
Oh,
That was a good one.
That was sounding a
just
bit
hit.
Trandoshan there. That was Trandoshan.
That was deep.
Mm.
That just came right out. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Or are you inquiring for someone else?
My employer may have somebody for you to detain for a while.
Yes. Go on.
If you would meet me on Nar Shaddaa in 3 days, I'll send you the exact location to meet.
Now, how
Would
far
that
is
be-
it to Nashida?
Well, look where Nal Hutta is. We're in
Right.
Hut space,
We're in hut space, so it's not too far.
right?
It's as far away as the plot demands.
No, I was just thinking of how much you would ask for compensation.
Right.
As like a faith bond.
A down
type thing.
payment.
Down payment. I would need assurances.
Of course. How much?
To get there. 1,000 to start before we negotiate.
Fair enough. I'll have everything you need in 2 hours.
He inclines his head towards you, and the Ithorian headpiece sort of almost bonks into you. Alright, I guess we're back around to Soupe then.
Oh my.
I was enjoying the quiet.
The not Chad leans forward and rests his hands on yours on the table. So, you mentioned something else?
Can I slowly approach him?
What? He's touching you.
Approach him how?
Slowly.
Like more description than just slowly.
Like you're holding hands right now.
Stop gaslighting me. Slowly, like without footstep sounds. Whatever that
And
makes
like
sense.
slowly with what manner of bearing? Because it's
Like
all about
moving-
body language.
Are you like sashaying towards him?
There's a lot of moving closer at this point. I mean, you're touching.
Do you think a guy like Supe could sashay towards him.
I don't know.
Of a cat.
Does
I
he
don't know
attempt
what's his
to?
intention.
Do you want to make a dexterity check to see or an acrobatics check to see? Oh no!
Right? Dexterity.
Go
Or is it acrobatics?
Acrobatics is based on dexterity, so you'd have a better chance with that anyway. Dear me. Hey! You've attempted it. You've made the roll now. So he's raising his eyebrow at you.
I'm just gonna lean towards him.
You going in for a kiss now?
Are we blooming fading to... I'm trying to figure out if we're actually fading to black here or if we're going to just have some random other thing happen.
We need more context first.
Yeah.
I'm gonna headbutt him.
Awesome.
Roll an unarmed attack.
Does he get like advantage because this guy like has no idea this is about to happen?
Yes, get a +5 to the roll, I think it is, instead of advantage.
Nice.
I don't think you have unarmed in your things. Hang on. I'll put it in. I think it's 1d4 for unarmed. Let me double check.
Oh, yes, we don't have one. I guess we don't have unarmed combat.
Yeah, that's weird.
I guess it's just not been put in. I have put it in some NPCs.
Wait, we have unarmed? Why did you say what have I been using all this time?
Supe's been unarmed plenty of times.
I don't remember what we used for that.
Unarmed is 1d3. And it's based on strength.
A D3? Really? D3?
Apparently. Oh, that's a medical droid. No, that seems to be accurate. For a droidic, it's 1d4. Hang on. What's a human?
Like, we don't even
it's
have
1d4.
D3.
Oh, well,
Okay, that makes more sense.
you have all the Ds in this.
That's what fake Chad's thinking about.
Yeah. It's 1d4 for a human, so I'll just go with that. It's 1d6 for a Wookiee. It's 1d6.
I'd give him a D6
Plus
because
strength.
he's got 2 extra arms.
Do they have like basilisk or anything?
I'll have a look for Basilisk then, because Basilisk is in the Alien Anthology.
Because I know like you've got his thing based around basilisks.
Yeah, that's what I was like.
I would use that as your base.
I just had to open a separate book.
1d4, right? I guess that.
Well, wait.
He's
Hang on.
putting it into your thing, so just wait about it.
Oh, I was looking at the dice thing.
Yeah, no, don't worry about it.
Hey,
He's putting it in for
commoner.
you right now.
So a Basilisk commoner has a 1d3 melee,
Really?
apparently. I'll let you do 1d4 though, because that's the same as a human. Then.
Well, it would make more sense because, like, I mean, I get because basilisks are kind of bigger, so I kind of get it.
Yeah.
But it doesn't make sense to me.
So yeah, you can roll that. The unarmed would be blunt. What? You can roll that unarmed that I'll put in your attacks list now.
But can I use the force with that one?
You can't use the force to replace an unarmed attack, as per that.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a feat that can, but you're headbutting him. What are you going to use the force for?
Force slam? Is that what it is? There's force slam.
I thought you were headbutting.
That's not a headbutt though.
No, okay, fine. What's the thing?
I put it. It's called unarmed. I put it at the bottom of under your blasters and that.
Oh. Sorry. I was looking at the
Oh, you never
rolling thing.
restocked your shots for one of the pistols.
Unarmed. Well, what were we been using all this time in all the unarmed thing?
I don't think you've ever attacked anyone unarmed.
I did during that rampage.
No, that was you shot someone.
Yeah, you just took your gun and like blew that civilian's brains out.
I know. What is the damn roll?
I need to work out how much HP this fake Chad would have.
Well, attack 21, so it definitely connects.
Yeah, it definitely connects. Because I don't have any stats on these guys. I just put the pictures down.
You're over there having James Bond things, and I'm here like in my anime rom-com moment, and
No,
I'm like,
you're absolutely doing James Bond things. You're doing more
Yes.
James Bond things than anyone else here.
I'm the one doing the cloak and dagger.
You're seducing people and then headbutting them.
That is a very James Bond move.
So that will work. I'll go off of these now. How much health does he have? Alright.
Just give him cat stats.
Well, technically,
I guess
he has Chad's stats.
See?
But do you really
Yes,
want to
Chad's
be
stats.
facing another Chad as an enemy?
I'm not facing him. I'm not facing him. He's facing him. That's not my problem.
Because otherwise, alright, then it's a Chad stat block for him.
That's dangerous.
Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, but
Maybe cut it in half.
Oh, he's got 0 out of 0 hit points on his sheet anyway. What happened?
he's dead.
I'll just
Well,
put in.
Chad is dead. Chad is dead.
I'll just put in these HP for. You know what? It's for narrative purposes. You get a surprise attack on him, and you headbutt him and knock him out.
Okay.
And then
Crumples to the
I-
floor. This, not Chad.
I'll take out my binder cups. I took some earlier and was like, gonna bind him.
Okay. Are you just gonna bind his wrists together, or are you gonna be doing something else?
Or are you gonna bind him to something? Or around something?
I'm gonna bind his wrists, and then I'm gonna, I guess, rip out his pants, and then tie his feet on the or ankles. Was it?
Yeah.
It's ankles.
Yeah, to be
Yeah, I'm
ankles.
gonna use his I'm gonna use the pants to tie his ankles, leaving him in
Oh,
his
boy.
boxers.
So, to see how well you tie it, roll. I think we've rolled survival for knots before.
Yeah.
That sounds right.
So, we'll go with survival again.
Nice.
Damn! You bound him up good.
And then I'm just gonna shove him under the whichever space is biggest in the kitchen. I was gonna shove him there.
Yeah, I assume you went to
In
like
the-
a table near the kitchen.
Like
Just tuck him under
yeah,
the table.
under the counter. Kitchen counter.
Oh dear. Alright, so
And then it was like,
he's gonna wake up and be very confused.
and then he's gonna wake up and leave the room whistling innocently.
Oh no, the whistling again! What does the whistling sound like?
He's trying to do that one song. That innocent whistling type of thing. Like,
So like when Jar Jar.
Like with Shaggy whistles.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Just have a listen to this. Yeah,
So
I'm
that-
just gonna imagine it's like this. I'm sending a video.
Very well done.
There it is.
I had to turn the volume off on
Why does
the.
that make me seem like a fucking villain?
Because you've been one for ages.
I
Bruh.
just not unconscious as labor. That should count as heroism. Heroism. I guess. Because
Either that or yeah.
Oh,
What was it
did you
called?
take his holograms of the girls?
he just remembered that and then slowly, stealthily took it.
Okay.
I guess that
This one.
I like
It's either that or we. I'm thinking of something else. I'm looking it up.
it's just like he turned back to the room and like, oh, before I forgot something. And I think,
No, that's not the right instrument. Can I find someone whistling it? That's the question. Anyway. It's that creepy whistling. You're either really creepy whistling or it's like a children's rhyme that you're whistling as you walk away.
yes.
Somewhere in between that.
Yeah.
A little bit of both, maybe.
Yeah. So
It's
yeah,
like
you
walking out.
you can add into your inventory this portable hollow terminal with the
Hold on.
stuff there.
Add again. Hollow terminal. Is that 0.5 something? I guess 0.5 is the weight or something along those lines. I
Mm.
That's what I would say, right?
Yeah.
Half a gram.
Yeah,
Half a gram. Or maybe
And it probably has a
already-
data chip in it that it was reading for the information.
Mhm.
But you picked up the whole thing, so.
Wait, is it? The weights are grams, right?
Yeah.
Or are they kilograms?
I think they're kilograms. That's why it's like 1
That makes more
kilogram and 0.1 and whatever.
Yeah, because otherwise the comm link would be extremely light here.
Yeah. So, are you going back into this hallway, Super?
yeah. There's like a whistling, sleepily.
Heads turn slightly as you return, and there's no sign of the not Chad. And you're whistling as you come back, and Anep hears the whistling, and how do you respond?
I love that she had to look at me suspiciously.
Because the last time that she heard the whistling, you screamed in the guy's face, and then went psycho.
I just gotta nod discreetly while tapping my forehead.
As you whistle.
Yes.
Oh dear me.
Nothing happened.
So the night goes on. If we want to speed this up a little. And later on, Jaren, a droid bumps into you with a note attached.
Okay. I guess I'll take the note.
And to lead into a cliffhanger for next time, the note reads, Girl at Docking Bay 11, come soon.
So we should go there now? First Docking Bay 11 over here.
And that's where I'll leave off for tonight, because it'll lead into a whole other section. And
Alright.
you guys are fairly late, so...
All of this cloak and dagger things.
Yeah, man, I wanted to try a completely different type of campaign, like a different type of adventure too, which would be cool.
I got sidetracked on the side quest.
No, it's not a side quest.
Wait, the Chad side quest. Meanwhile, everyone's here like, oh, have you seen this girl? Or whatever.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully that it doesn't bite me in the ass.
Oh. Well. You never know. Because now I have time until the next session to think of all the ways this could go.
Watch, we'll actually have Morgan for this next one, and we'll retcon Ram in.
Ram will just appear in his own costume at the end of this. Like, you get the note, Ram just rocks up, and then, hey!
That'll be fun.
Yeah. And if anyone else joins, it's actually probably the perfect time to introduce them, because you could just give them a reason to be at the party already. And
Right. If Brennan were to join in, we just add that into his character's backstory.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would be fun.
Yeah, that just means no more cloak and dagger stuffs. Supay's not built for it.
I don't know what Supay's built for at the moment.
I don't think... No, I don't think any of us know.
It's built for
That was
guns.
a risky move. The whole thing was risky.
Yeah.
It's built for what do they call that? Slug throwers.
The thing hardly anyone uses anymore. Yeah. Which, I'm happy if you retcon that you got some more ammo, by the way.
Oh yeah, you should retcon that in.
I did add some by decreasing the credits, or
like you need to get some more clips for the slug thrower or packs for the
I already did that.
Cool.
Yeah, I already did.
Because one of the CR2 blaster, both of the CR2 blaster pistols say 0 out of 6 shots left.
I already did the slug thrower clip.
Yeah, what about the blaster pistols?
That's for next time.
So you're just carrying around 2 empty pistols.
It could be thrown. It could be thrown.
Oh dear me.